Oh, welcome one and all, people. We are finally here. It's time. It is time. Oh boy. The playoff final, live playoff final. This is the watch long portion. We'll be doing the match reaction straight after, come rain or shine. But yeah, looking at the pictures now, they've got our team up. I'm going to get our team up in just a moment. But yeah, we are finally here, man. Oh boy. It all comes down to this. This is it. This is literally it now. No excuses. It's a one game shootout, people. One game shootout. um, Chris King is saying 49th league game of the 49ers era. It's a sign. Tell you, there's a whole bunch of these things, isn't there? There's a Daniel Farke hasn't beaten Russell Martin. Daniel Farke hasn't beaten Southampton. All the favorites so far have lost in Wembley, including Man City yesterday against Man United. Yeah, I'm seeing we're favorites in most markets, which is probably about right, even though Southampton have beat us twice. So hopefully we can buck that trend as well and get the W today. Oh man, it's all it. You know what? I'm talking about the players not playing the occasion and just play the game. I'm looking at Wembley myself and seeing our badge there and everything. Man, even I've got flutters. So I hope the players are coping better than I probably would be. Yeah, shout out to you, Robert. Hello to everyone. Yeah, and just welcome everyone who's coming into the chat as we speak. Well, as I speak. Genghis Khan's mum. I haven't been this nervous all week, but it's creeping up now. Deep breaths and keep calm. At least my allotment is thriving. Yeah, listen. I know over the past few days, I would say I've been waiting for this match to turn up, and I said before, the gap between the first leg of Norwich and the second leg went by like that. It went by so quickly. This build up to this final has gone so slow. I'm just glad it's finally here. And listen, by the end of this day, we will know if we're going to be playing Championship football or go back to the Premier League. And that's all I want to know at this point. That's all I want to know. David here, hi from Australia, KG. Midnight here. It's been a long day. Yep, it's going to be long. I hope you're going to stay awake, man. Shout out to Sai, new member of the channel. Thank you, Sai, for joining the channel. Much appreciate, Sai, and he also follows up with a super chat. Thank you for the support, Sai. It means a lot, man. So thank you for that. Mike in the house. Morning, KG. 9 a.m. here in sunny Florida. Too early for a B or 8. Come on, Leeds. If you drink, go for it, man. I've got a smoothie, so I'm not. I don't drink alcohol, straight edge and all that. But yeah, if you want to do it, why not, man? It's a special day, isn't it? So go for it, man. Go for it. Jim the Quinn, getting my shirt on. Let's take them apart. Snuff small bone out. The rest takes care of itself. Well, you say him and Adam Johnson for me. Those two are probably the more dangerous players, just from how we set up, and we'll get the team up in a bit. We're unchanged, but I would say that Adam Armstrong is always going to be a threat, especially at this level. And we've seen Smallbone has caused us problems, as he has done a few other teams this season. So you're right, Smallbone is definitely a danger in the team, but there's a couple others as well. Old Git in the house. We've got this, KG. It's ours to lose. Oh man, I hope you're right, man. As I say, we have the more talented team, but we've seen already. We saw yesterday in the cup final. There's no better example. Never mind Oxford and Bolton. We've seen Man City get stumped against Man United. It's different, isn't it? In a one-game shootout, it's different. Mike, I'll be sure to tell my wife who said that. Don't imagine she'll be as supportive. Hey, man, as long as she's sensible, you know what I mean? Or don't be an annoying drunk. It depends, Mike. Are you an annoying drunk, or do you cry? Hopefully, it's not the DV one, of course. But yeah, if you're annoying, maybe then just lay off it. I don't want to be the reason for your wife's annoyance. All right, I don't want to be that. Ryan saying Hinchcliffe and Goodman commentating is hell. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I've got my headphones and everything that I probably will be listening to the game as well as talking to you guys. But yeah, we know the commentary isn't all that. I do tend to avoid it, but obviously on watch-alongs, I need to hear what's going on in case I miss anything. And I'm going, well, what happened? What happened? And when I could easily just listen, so I will do that. Adding, let's do this for Don. Yeah, Don Revy, I think he died 35 years. There was a tweet about that Leeds have just put out. So yeah, there's just various things. They talk a lot on the Southampton side. was talking about Brooks and his recovery, even though he's only on loan from Bournemouth. He's not even a permanent player. But yeah, there's a whole lot of storylines, isn't there? It's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. Shout out to you as well. Yeah, I think he is there. Yeah, I just saw Dustin Hoffman as well. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. JJ Malish, thank you for the super chat. Leeds needs to stick their chest out and show their legacy and pride. Fraser is an instigator. Needs to keep our heads when he dives about. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously we saw that with Norwich when when we was absolutely hammering them. Norwich trying to get back in the game, and they're trying to do little things to our more explosive players like Firpo, Nanto. They try to get under their skin a little, but it's about rising above that. It's about just concentrating on the game, making sure you're not losing your individual battles and everything else like that. Martin, hey buddy, let's go. Yeah, let's go, man. I'm psyched that it's here now. Honestly, I've been waiting for this game to come for. I didn't even think I thought I was gonna have trouble getting to sleep last night. That's how much I've been thinking about this game. It's insane. I've been thinking about this game so much, man. But yeah, listen, people, let's put the team up. Did I get all that? Yeah, I've got all that. It's been hell of a week, Martin. Hell of a week. It's gone. It's honestly, time goes quick. I think we all agree time goes very quickly, but for some reason this week has slowed the hell down, hasn't it? Slowed all the way down. But yeah, people, we've it is the same lineup, and that was to be expected. I said that in the preview, though. I said it would be almost, Danny Farker would be up for all kinds of criticism if he all of a sudden threw a cold Charlie Creswell in the team, if he threw in a Mateo Joseph who he hasn't started or barely gets any minutes in any other league game. Even after we beat Chelsea and he didn't even get a minute against Huddersfield in the game we drew 1-1 in. So it would have been, you know, he would have been up for all kinds of criticism if he had made any of those changes. So I wouldn't have made changes. The only thing I will say is that maybe there's going to be something tactical in terms of Gray. Maybe he becomes the third midfielder when we're probably in possession, so that if Southampton do get the ball, that he's there to protect as well, along with Gruev and Kamara. Because we've seen Southampton, I think we've got them in many other areas, but midfield is where they're a little bit more adventurous, where they're a bit more dangerous and can hurt us on the counter. So I do wonder if Gray just takes a different kind of tactical role in this game in terms of shoring up the midfield when we're in possession. It's here, David, man. It's here. It's here. Ed, get out of here, man. I can't believe it, man. You guys just, but you deserved it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of think pieces, Ed. And I know you're a little bit of a wind up, but I'll say this: I don't like it when the underdog wins, because all of a sudden then it's Man City didn't turn up to play. I saw Man City try and play. It's just that you put up blocks and they had no answer for it. Doku came on and I know he scored, but a majority of the time when he got the ball, Doku's supposed to be a dribbler. He kept on getting the ball and then passing it inwards. I mean, that's the winger these days. Don't get me started on that. But that's a winger these days. They just start to get the ball, they run up to a certain point, pass it back. Poor, poor. But you deserved it, man. So shout out to you. Man, I feel sick. Honestly, I'm excited right now, but I'm a bag of nerves. Not like shaking nerves. I just want this outcome to be as positive. I just want us to win this game. You know what I mean? It just means everything. It means everything for this club to get back to the Premier League. I mean, I've seen a couple of other previews in terms of neutrals talking about this game, and a lot of them agree. That maybe some of them feel Southampton are going to win, but the Premier League and Leeds United just go together. And I agree. Listen, I know there's no divine right to be there. If there was, the league wouldn't look the way it looks right now. I'm telling you that for 100. Okay, but we do, man. This club, everything about it, it should be Premier League. But it's up to these players today, up to the manager, if things aren't going right, to make sure that we get there today. It's a one-match shootout, people. One match. Darren saying, let's blow them away. I hope so, man. I hope so. Let me just get in a couple more. Thank you as well for the super chats, people. Really does go a long way. So thank you for that support. Let me see. Is that Archim? I'm going to say Archim, yeah? Watching from Vienna, Austria. Big up the goat. Thank you for that, Archim. Much appreciated, my man. And William Morrison, we will get it done today, KG. Let's roll. I hope so, man. I hope so, William. Listen, we need it. We absolutely need it. And I think I'm gonna be on a. I think the match. No, no, no. Sorry, season review. I should say won't be Monday. I think it will probably be Tuesday, if anything. I'm gonna collaborate with Connor on that one, and we'll get a time through. But obviously, you know the drill. Just keep the notification bell on the channel, and you'll know when it goes live. Sammy in the house marching on together. Martin saying cliche, but score early settles the nerves. Yeah, score early, Martin, but also no dumb mistakes. I mean, we saw in the cup final yesterday, it was a snooze fest for the first 30 minutes. There was hardly anything going on because it was just so Man City were just passing around. Man United were playing deep, but they weren't taking any risks. And I don't see either team taking any risk early on. Here comes a goal 30 seconds in. But I just don't see. I think there's just so much on the line. We're talking, the 200 million pound game. No one's going to want to be that player that takes the risk that causes a goal to be conceded. So it's going to be interesting, man. Interesting. Static in the house. Hey KG, good luck today. Yeah, man. Hopefully seeing a lot of you guys again next season, man. Because I know it's difficult. And I completely understand in terms of watching championship content. It's not for everyone. I don't particularly want to do it, which is why I'm desperate to get back to the Prem. Another reason why I'm desperate to get back, because it's not as exciting. I mean, who cares, about a match reaction to Plymouth? You know what I mean? But people care about Premier League football, and that's just obvious. Um, Jack in the house. Afternoon, KG. Greetings to all from Bulgaria. Yes. Shout out to you, Jack, man. And thank you for your support. I know you do all the forums and stuff. So thank you for that, Jack. Tom saying, KG, if it goes to penalties, who are you takers? Oh, well, Somerville, Peru. I think they will still be on the pitch. Okay, basically, if we go into penalties, it means all our best players are still on the pitch. You'd assume so, wouldn't you? So, yeah, I would go Somerville, Peru in any order. Nanto, and then it gets sticky, doesn't it? I would think if Mateo Joseph is on the pitch, he would have the confidence to back himself. So there's four. Oh boy. It's a shame. Strauch's not playing because he is actually a good penalty taker. As we've seen, he's taken penalties for us in the past and has tucked them away. So that's a shame. Let me move down to the subs bench actually. Um Not Dan James. Maybe does Gelhart get on the pitch? Probably not, does he? Dan James, does he atone for the Wales miss? I don't know. You know what? I've got 4 out of 5. Let's hope it's all wrapped up by then, yeah? Um, yeah, not allowed to go penalties, yeah. And shout out to you, Jack. Always 100% behind you, KG. Yeah, thank you, man. Listen, I'm independent, man. I don't have any. I'm not in any circle jerks. I don't get any help from any other, people. I get quiet support. You know what I mean? It's very funny the support I get. I always get private messages saying, "Hey, love your stream," but they never do it publicly. That's the kind of support I get. So I appreciate all of you guys that back me. So shout out to all of you guys. William saying Gruev. Oh yeah, Gruev. Yeah, yeah, maybe Gruev if it goes to 5. But you know what? Let's hope it doesn't even go to penalties. The managers are speaking right now. Shall I listen to Russell Martin? If there's anything interesting, I'll say it, man. Yeah, Russell Martin, in comparison to his previous interview, sounds very, very cool. Must say, he sounds very chilled. So fairs. I mean, listen, we saw Daniel Farke. He looked very relaxed in the pre-match press conference. So listen, I think everyone is just containing their feelings the best way they can. But both managers know there's just so much on this game. They know it. Um, Revenite, this guy Somerville watch all day long in it. Let me turn that back down. It's with Neil Warnock talking right now. You're with me. Oh man, and this is the problem. And I'll get up Southampton's team now. I think they're unchanged from their second leg. This is Southampton's team, but this is it. I mean, I said it yesterday, but I'll say it again. You've got not just fans, but you've got owners and directors looking at Leeds and probably hoping we don't go up because it gives them a better chance of getting a Somerville. of getting a Nanto. You know, if we go up, I do think we'll keep him, especially for the upcoming season. But if we don't go up, it's gonna be tricky. Whereas I look at this Southampton team, and look, I'm saying Southampton have got every chance of beating us today, of course. But I look at this team, and there's no names here that stick out to me where Premier League clubs are hoping Southampton stay down. There's none, not one of these names gives me you know, the feeling that Premier League clubs are going, oh, I hope they stay down so we can get Harwood Bellis. You know what I mean? Just don't see it. Um, Russell Martin has accepted his fate already. Simon saying crap panel of pundits for this one. Dini, Joby McAnuff. I think McAnuff's got a lifetime contract with Sky Sports. He's been on there forever. Prun isn't too bad, but he's just more of a presenter, isn't he? So, but yeah, I don't care. I don't care who's on there. I just want to win this game. Darren with a super chat. Thank you for that, Darren. Much appreciated, man. John in the house. Already got over 100 Leeds fans in the bar here in New York City. Man, I wish I was at that one. I know everyone's got the FOMO of being at Wembley, and it does look amazing. But being in New York, yeah, New York coupled with being in a bar with Leeds fans, yeah, I take that, man. I take it. You think Walker Peters? Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm saying Walker Peters. In I'm talking bottom level. Walker Peters is not going Arsenal, Liverpool, is he? He's not going to go to one of those kind of clubs. But you see, Somerville, he's linked with the Liverpools. He's linked with the big teams, as is Archie Gray, who's on the screen right now. Yes, Southampton players will probably be attractive to bottom of the table Premier League teams, but that's it. You know, there's no one here that any one of the big teams is looking at and going, we need this guy in our team. There just isn't. But yeah, they've got this team up, same one, but obviously, as we know, Che Adams and Ross Stewart are on the bench. So, you know, they've got a pretty decent bench for this level in terms of if things aren't going their way, they can make some decent changes. So we will have to look out for that. But I say we've got decent options as well in Dan James, Mateo Joseph as well. So it's quite even, isn't it? Quite even on that point. Probably, I think we're a bit better. Um, yeah, I know. I've seen KG the Ups managed to sneak a trophy. Make me sick. He's talking about Man United. Hope you guys go up. They're doing hate alongs to this. Yeah, I know. I've seen Saeed already load his one up. Pause. Big pause. I've seen that he's doing a hate along for it. But yeah, I mean, look, that's part of the game, and that's what we miss. I missed that though. I actually missed where we're rivals with Premier League teams. You know, instead we've had to, you know, do this thing with Ipswich this year and all these other teams that I've just got no interest in. I've got zero interest in hearing from any of these kind of fans. You know what I mean? I want this club to be involved with the Liverpools again, the Man Uniteds, the Chelseas. We need to do this again. So first step is winning this game. Um, yeah, I mean, exactly. We're talking years ago. I remember when they wanted Walker Peters static, but again, that's a few years ago now. You know, at least 3 years ago. So yeah, different time now. Um, Chris here is saying Sky won't want Leeds to go up. Leeds are their golden goose. Well, it's not really Sky because Sky get us regardless, don't they? They get us in the Premier League or they get us in the Championship, but it's more the Football League, I think you mean, Chris, that don't want us to go up. And that would probably be correct because we've seen it. Look how many games were on Sky for us this year. It was a record, wasn't it? I don't even remember how many 3 o'clock kickoffs we had this season. It was very rare, but we was on TV nearly all the time this season because we bring in the viewers. These aren't things that is opinion; it's facts. Like you just go and look at the viewing numbers when Leeds United are on the TV for the football league. We dwarf everybody else. So there's a point that maybe the football league don't want us to go up, but hey, we gotta just dead that. We left them before. We need to leave them again on a more permanent basis though this time. Jackie is saying the Chief and Viduka sent us good luck. Yeah, I seen that. I saw Raf as well. Saw Rafinha had his own one, which is nice to see. I thought in terms of good luck videos that maybe there'd have been a Bielsa one, you know, just to finish it all off. But maybe they just couldn't get him on his landline. I don't know. um, Let's have a look. Wilf here saying, afternoon, KG. Sat here in my Leeds shirt. Got you and Sky on. Leeds are allowed almost drowning out Warnock. Yeah, it's gonna be a terrific atmosphere. I mean, I'm gonna hear it in just a bit when the game kicks off, which is in roughly half an hour, just over half an hour. But yeah, I think both sets of crowds should be pretty loud. Obviously, we know Southampton have got that Saints marching in song, which is pretty good. But that's it. We should be doing our whole repertoire in this game, whether it's the Sky TV or the Chelsea one. Do all the songs, man. Do all of them. Or Leeds are going up, or if we're ahead, Leeds are falling apart. The ironic song when we do it. Yeah, I'm seeing it, Jack. We look very relaxed. Very interested to see what Melier looks like after. Hopefully we get second leg of against Norwich Melier and not the first leg where he looked like a nervous wreck. It's different. Look, I mean, you're just looking at the 360 view of Wembley right now. The fact that we're in this again, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Obviously, I wish we had gone up 1 or 2. Quite, I'd have taken that all day long. But if we get to go up via the playoffs, this will be fantastic, man. Absolutely brilliant. And this is what I'm saying. They've got on the screen right now Adam Armstrong. It's not just his goals. The guy's got 13 assists. So this was to the person that said about Smallbone being dangerous, and he is. But Adam Armstrong, he's an X factor at this level. At this level, need to make that clear. DVKK HKG, not even a Leeds fan, but I enjoy your content, and hopefully Leeds get it done today and return to the Prem where they belong. I hope so too, and thank you for the support, man. Yeah, I think they do, man. I think they do have their own one song. It's pretty good. I'll give them that because the nickname being the Saints. But we got to be their sinners today. Yeah, we're gonna be their sinners today, and leave them in the championship. People, I know I've said it, but just deep it the realization of this game. We're either going to be playing Liverpool and Arsenal twice next season, or we're playing Oxford and Plymouth. Like, that's the margin of this football game. Like, just deep that it's so huge. Aaron here, KG, I'm scared. Listen, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm hopeful though. I'm hopeful that we'll get the job done today. Listen to Ed here. Listen to this guy. We'll take Garden Gnome Nanto off your hands, KG. Nanto today. Again, listen, we're talking about all these X factors. Nanto could be an X factor today. And Ed, I mean, listen, Nanto, he did some work on your guys last time we were in the Prem, as he did to a lot of teams, but then gets dropped in the second half of the season by that snail, Yabi Garcia, and then Sam Allardyce. Doesn't make any sense. But here we go. That's why we finished with one reason why we finished with 31 points in the Prem. But yeah, listen, Nanto is fantastic, and hopefully we get him going. And the alternative, if one of them gets tired or needs a rest or needs to just change it up, we got Dan James to come in. That's not easy for Southampton. You know what I mean? Yeah, Ian, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you 100%. Ian just saying, I want out of this league. It's so bad. It's been painful. I've literally been doing this, guys. I've been doing the content for you guys this season, but I've been just getting through it. Like when I'm setting up these streams, it gives me no joy to put in Leeds United versus Rotherham match preview. It doesn't inspire me one bit. It doesn't do anything for me. I do it because I enjoy talking about my club, and that will never change. But the level of the games, when I'm looking, you saw. I mean, go back to the start of the season when I'd show you the opposition's team sheet, and I'm looking at the players that they've got. I'm thinking, I didn't even know this guy was still playing football. You know what I mean? It's just atrocious. The quality of football in this league is bad. It's terrible. The top four aside, the rest of the league was absolutely rubbish. Rubbish. It was poor. All of them. The keepers in this league as well. It's a joke. It's all a joke. The gulf in between the Championship and Premier League has grown because more so since the pandemic, when the payments now have been tightened up. You used to see Championship clubs buy bottom end Premier League players for like 10 million. Sometimes even 13 to 15 million. Clubs can't do that no more. They can't do it. The purses have been tightened. PNS is a factor now. So the quality of play that this league attracts, unless you've been relegated with the club, is dire. It's absolutely poor. So please, yes, let's get out of it. Let's get out of it, man. Yeah, I mean, Jack, exactly. Think Lee Peltier was still a starter for Rotherham. What are we doing here? And then you see, what was it, Morrison at centre back for the same team as well, even though he's outpacing Patrick Bamford. It's a whole other story. yeah, it's just not the same league as it used to be, people. Um, Sub is saying there, win or lose. Thanks for the content this season, KG. Best Leeds content creator by far. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, Static Man. Wow, I'd had no idea how much it changed since the pandemic. It has. It has. The money's shrunk in the championship. They can't buy like they used to. You always used to see like a team buy a player from the Premier. Go, oh, that's a good signing. It doesn't happen no more unless you're a recently relegated club or you're still receiving parachute payments. That's why we got to leave people. Otherwise, this team will lose to Somerville, will lose to Nanto, Archie Gray, and they will get replaced by Championship fodder, and we'll just be another Norwich West Brom, solid Championship club, but nothing special. Cannot be like this. I need to get out of here, man. Out of here. Mike. Southampton are not like us. What's up with these jabronis trying to keep us out the Premier League? Tremendous, man. That song is still slapping, man. Still slaps. Never getting old. I think Drake's over it now, though. He's preparing some, nice digestible summer tunes for the masses. So, Drake's conceded nicely there. Freddie Mac here saying, look how Wolves bought themselves out the champ. Yeah, they had zero business, and I mean zero business, having Ruben Neves in the championship. That should never happen. But at the time, they got him for 15 million, I think it was. And even that's a great price for Ruben Neves. But he had no business being in the championship. It was a cheat code. Just like I think Somerville's a cheat code in this division. But Ruben Neves, top player. And he was in the championship, just, battering teams week in, week out. Tremendous, man. David in the house. Thank you for the super chat, David. Good luck, Leeds United. Would have preferred 3 midfield, but 4-3-3. But Farker knows best. We shall see, David. And like I said earlier, I think maybe, and let's just go back to our team, man. Let's go back. Right. Maybe with our team, when we're in possession, David and everyone else, maybe Archie Gray, when we're in possession, moves into the midfield in case Southampton break on us. So he acts as an extra midfielder. I can see that probably happening in the game. I find it very difficult to believe it's just going to be Gruev and Kamara in the midfield. We saw that in the last game against Southampton, and it absolutely backfired on us massively. Hopefully, Gruev is more switched on. As I say, I like Gruev, I do, but the way he started running when Smallbone was running through was a disgrace. So he needs to be switched on at all times today, really. Jack in the house saying our flair players will burn the Saints today. Yeah, and you know what, Jack? I'm sure they're saying the same thing about Armstrong, and that if Armstrong's not doing it, Che Adams will come on, or Russ Stewart. They've got some weapons, but I just look at our team: Jorginho, Somerville. And if Peru, let's talk about Peru for a bit. If Peru gives us a performance like he did against Norwich, he's going to be unstoppable. We've got a lot of weapons. We have to utilize this time right now, because the team you're seeing on this page right now, people, if we don't go up, you're going to be sad when it gets broken up this summer. I know that they keep saying that there's no need to sell. It doesn't come down to that, though. I don't know what year they think that this is. This is not 1994. It's 2024. And if you're trying to say to Somerville, thanks for all your efforts last year, but you know what? We're not going to let you have that lucrative move that you've got lined up. You're going to stay another year in the champ. See how you get on with that. Try telling a player that in this day and age. So it's not just about not having to sell. It's about who can you keep, who's got the desire to do this another year. I talked about myself earlier, by the way, not having any excitement to do a preview versus Rotherham. Think about if you're a football player. Oh, I could be going Anfield next week for an away game, or as a home player, if you're in Somerville's case, or I'm going to be playing for Leeds United in the Championship next year, and I'm going to Oxford United for a game. Where's the motivation? And these are factors that people don't think about when it comes to players, but players tell me, they tell me this already. Now, that's why certain players never wanted to drop in the Championship, because of, just the enjoyment of being in the Prem. Let's have a look. Richard here saying, thanks for the content, KG. You've set the bar high this season. Good luck, boys. And man, if you think the bar was high this year, just wait until we get to the Prem and the bar gets even higher, because I actually enjoy talking about, the signings that we could make. And that's it as well. That's another thing, people, the signings that we can possibly make. I've got a few in mind right now that I'm not going to divulge until, we're in the off season. But if we don't go up, we've got no chance. Just think about Marius Wolf, who that public one that's already out there. Leeds have probably spoken to him saying, "Look, if we go up, we want to sign you. But if we don't go up, we are not signing no Marius Wolf." And that's just Marius Wolf. With all due respect, he's a good squad player at Dortmund, but he's not the be all end all. But he's a piece of the jigsaw that we'll need when we get to the Prem, because we do need two right backs, especially with Connor Roberts going back to Burnley, which he should. I wouldn't want to see Connor Roberts in the Prem. I'll be honest with you, as Burnley didn't want to see him in the Prem. But yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. Julio or Julio Guzman, shout out to you, man. Marching on, thank you for the super chat. Marching on together, sending prayers from the States. Thank you for all your coverage this season. God bless and good luck, everyone. Thank you for that, Julio. Thank you. Arson saying, I think Archie would stay if we don't go up. Great Uncle Eddie will give him a slap. Hold on a minute, Arson. Got Daniel Farker speaking now. It's no tactical message. It's been an emotional message. Gut feeling for the message before this game. Oh boy. Ugh. Man, seeing Daniel Farker just made my heart palpitate, man. Not in that way, but just we're getting closer, people. We are 22 minutes away from kickoff. Yeah, David, butterflies, 20 minutes to go. Yeah, I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it. Back to Arsenal, Archie. Of course, there is a good chance that Archie Gray could stay, but then you also have to think, if an offer comes in for Archie that is just unbelievable, in accordance to our P&S, which I know we don't have any issues, but we sell Archie Gray for a huge amount. That's all profit, 100% profit in terms of going against the books. And the only other thing I think about with Archie is, his one of his mates, I guess, and midfield compatriots is Adam Wharton at Palace. I'd get, you look at Adam Wharton and Archie's probably thinking, I feel I could do that. What Adam Wharton's doing. He's probably looking at Kobe Mainu as well at Man United, who's doing well as a youngster, and thinking I could do that in the Prem if I'm given the opportunity. But there is a good chance, though, Arsenal and everyone else, that Archie does stay another year and says, "Look, I'll give you this year," much like the Calvin Phillips thing for us, Jack Grealish for Aston Villa. I'll give you this other year. If we don't go up, though, please, allow me to leave. But yeah, I think Archie Gray is probably the most likely out of our stars to stay than any others. I can't see Somerville is not being here next year if we're in the championship. No way. And if we do that, that will be one of the best pieces of business we do all summer. You know what I mean? That is one of the best things. Because I rate transfer windows. You guys know it. If you see me rate transfer windows, it's not always about who you sign, it's about who you sell. And for me, I always mark it down because we've had Cooper, Ayling, and Bamford at the club. They will always get marked down as long as they're here. We're almost there with those guys being gone. But it's also, if you get to keep Somerville, that's a huge get, because we have no business having Crescencio Somerville in the championship. None at all. Martin, send Rishi packing with Letitia chasing him. Yeah. Hey, listen, I don't do politics on here. I have my own views on politics. But in all that. But yeah, I know he's a Southampton fan. I used to love Letitia as a player. I thought he was a brilliant player back in the day. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with him lately. I don't listen to him, but I find quick sound bites or quick clips people post. I'm like, oh man, is that Matt Letitia? No way. Sugar in the house saying, hope Leeds win today from an Arsenal fan. By the way, you wouldn't take Nketiah again by any chance, would you? Sugar, absolutely not. The thing was, Sugar, in his spell with us, in all fairness, he was put on the bench by Bielsa because he preferred Bamford. And then Bamford went through a lean spell, as we know. And then Eddie was going to get his chance to play, but then Eddie got injured. So it then continued to be Bamford, and Bamford then scored a couple of goals. And then by the time Eddie was back from injury, he had to sit on the bench. So when January came round, Eddie and Nketiah decided to leave, which was probably the right thing to do. But I'll be honest with you, Sugar, I've seen Nketiah when he comes on for you guys. That is still the same player that was at Leeds United. There's been no improvement at all. and he's your backup striker, which is it's not the reason you lost the league. Of course, that Man City are an unstoppable train. But if you had a more potent backup striker, who knows what you could have done? You know what I mean? You had Jesus scoring 4 goals all season. That ain't gonna cut it. And then you've got Nketiah as your backup. It's long, isn't it? So it's how you get rid of him, though. Who's going to take him? Because do you see Palace coming back in for him? I don't see that happening now. Palace will probably thinking bigger and better. If they're not going to keep Mateta, who's been linked with Napoli, they're probably looking at somebody else now. And Nketiah, I think that ship sailed. And plus, by the way, he's on 100,000 a week. So you've got those things to try and get through if you're selling Nketiah, but absolutely not at Leeds. I would want better. If we go up, I don't want to see Nketiah, being linked or nothing like that. There's better out there, and that will be cheaper than what Nketiah will cost. Ads here saying I take Nketiah over Bamford any day of the week. Slow hanging fruit ads. There's a lot of players I take over Bamford any day of the week. I take Latte from Middlesbrough. Man, I take damn. There's so many players I take over Bamford, and like I've said before, hopefully this is the final season, people, of Bamford. We've already heard the whispers that Bamford is going to be moved on, whether we're in the Championship or Premier League. I can't wait, people. I can't wait. Crypto is saying, I think Somerville's gone either way, and respect for him for applying his trade with us this year, and not trying to move. No, I understand, Steve, because he's been linked with some absolutely huge clubs, and it's not just Liverpool. There's a few around the continent as well. But I think having done the hard work, which he stated at the start of the season, which was the reason why I had no issues. Or I know football players say one thing and do another sometimes, but Somerville was adamant that he wanted to help this club get up. I think if we go up, he would give us a year in the Prem. And also, like we had with Rafinha and even Phillips at the time, see what Leeds United do. Who are you recruiting? Who are you selling? Which of the dead weight or players that aren't good enough are you getting rid of to make this team the next Brighton, the next Aston Villa? How are we going to ascend the table? Because if you think it's just going to be me and a few bit part pieces, it's not going to happen. And unfortunately, that's what happened when we had the better players before. We lost them both because we weren't doing nothing. I know we would have lost Raf eventually to Barcelona, but we could have put it off for a year if we were recruiting better, but we didn't. And so that is going to have to be something. People have got to, with players, you can't just look at the player and say, oh, he should have been loyal, he should have stayed. You have to also look at the club and say, man, the club didn't do anything to entice Somerville to stay and think that we're going to push up the table together. It's a two-way thing. Imagine that, Simon. Roden injured in warm-up, Cooper starts. Wait, did that happen? No. If that happened, it would be in the chat more. But Simon, let's not jinx that. Let's not do that. Yeah. Arsenin saying Bamford will shine at Wrexham. Yeah. Hey, listen, if anyone could afford his wages or a decent package, I should say, it would be Wrexham. You know what I mean? Hey, I think that might be a decent move, Nicely spoken gent, as a podcast as like everyone else these days. And yeah. But it will be interesting to see where he moves to. I can't wait until he does move, because it will then quite a lot of you that always say to me, who's going to take his wages? Just thinking that it's just a standard wage that footballers go for. It's a complete package. It's a signing on fee. It's different thing. It's image rights. And also your former club can help out as well by reducing the transfer fee, so the buying club can pay more money to him. There's a whole different way of doing it, people. Genghis Khan's mum. If Somerville does go, I pray he does a Rafinha style swan song. That was amazing, wasn't it? When you think about that moment and seeing him again today, just brought it back in terms of Rafinha putting that team on his back and just willing them to survival. We didn't really have any business surviving that year, but Rafinha was so instrumental in that. And yeah, listen, I don't want Somerville to go, because I think he'll be really good in the Prem, especially this time around with a bit more experience under his belt. But yeah, if he's to go, who we replace him with? That would be my question there. The club stays, the club moves on. That's why I say to people, don't get attached to players. Don't be player FC. Those are sad people, man. I think those are people without role models in their life, or they miss something in their lives while they attach themselves to players. Players come and go. And I've said before, no one should know that more than Leeds United fans. When we had a fire sale, when with our best players, with some of the best players around Europe, Woodgate, Kuehl, Bowyer, they all left in the space of a year or 2 years at best. So that's why I don't understand why people get attached to players, especially players as well, by the way, like Bamford, who just aren't good players. Don't understand it. Um, Stephen saying we don't need to sell anyone. Yeah, we don't need to sell anyone if we go up, Stephen. I don't think that. But the only thing I would say though, if someone puts in eye-watering money for a Somerville, let's say, and he wants to move, I don't think we could stand in their way. And I think that's bad business as well, especially if they've got their heart set on that kind of move. But yeah, we absolutely don't need to sell anyone if we go up. But in the championship, I'm afraid sometimes those decisions are taken out of your hands. Um, yeah, here we go. Totally pumped for today. Yeah, I'm pumped, man. Listen, we're about 12 minutes away from kickoff. We have to have a sip of drink here. If you haven't already, please like the video. David here saying Gary Kelly stayed. I mean, I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, but Gary Kelly was here his whole career, wasn't he? I think he's still our appearance holder, isn't he? Record holder. But Gary Kelly has got like nothing to do with players today. He's got, I mean, and Gary Kelly stayed back in the day. I know what you're saying, but I don't think we could have moved him even if we wanted to. You'd have probably signed a contract saying you pay me £50 a week or something. Gary Kelly had no desire to move, I don't think. Let's have a look. Have I missed something here? Oh no, got everything. Yeah. Only one who stayed. Yeah. Even Ian Hart left, didn't he? He went. Where did he go in Spain again? Oh, it's that team that looked like Barcelona, but they're not. I've forgotten what they're called. But yeah, they all went because if they didn't, the lights would have been shut off, and the club probably wouldn't exist no more. But that's why I'm saying I know I was never the biggest Alan Smith fan, but not because he went to Man United. I just didn't think he was all that, and I'm pretty certain. Actually, I'm not certain, but I think he had more yellow cards than goals for the club. But it was the fact that he moved for 7 million, and because it was all in one payment, that Leeds United got to keep the lights on a bit longer. So I'll never, begrudge him that. He goes there anyway. Fergie turned him to a central midfielder, which is funny. Yeah, Levante. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Levante. That's where Ian Hart went. Um, Crypto Steve saying, I've learned over the years not to get too hopeful about Leeds in order to have a longer life. Eat stress free. Ah, yeah, I know. I hear what you're saying. And in some ways, I have toned it down a lot, especially after that absolute disaster of a Premier League campaign we had. But man, you get to these moments now where you can get back to the Prem, and it's like y- the heart's fluttering. It's as simple as the heart is fluttering right now. And we're 10 minutes away from kickoff, and I just want this game over with and with a Leeds positive outcome. That's all I need now. That's all. And I'm sure Southampton fans are thinking the same thing. Um, Hank, I didn't even read the lineup we all knew. Yeah, I think, but it's sensible. I think it's sensible for Farker. I do think if let's say he made the changes for this game and we lost, he'd get absolutely hammered for it. Why have you put Cresswell in when you haven't played him all season? Why have you started Joseph now when you haven't started him all season? You get absolutely hammered. So it was the right thing to do. Keep the team from the second leg and go again. Gallo here saying Viduka partnership made Smith look good. Well, he had an array of partners, didn't he, Alan Smith? I mean, we used to change our front two pretty regularly, in all fairness, but he would often get benched as well to move Kuehl up front with Viduka or with Robbie Keane or someone like that. I just didn't rate him as a striker. And so it's got nothing to do with his Man United days. I still have like a few fond memories of him from back in that era, but he was nowhere near my favorite player, not even close. Um, and yeah, I mean, Leeds here saying O'Leary's Babes team were all class. Need to get that to that level soon. Exactly. And you can only do that by being in the top division. And that's what I'm saying. I don't want to keep on, reminiscing about Olivier Decour, Lee Bowyer, Harry Kewell, and all these guys. I want some new guys to think of and go, are these guys as good as those ones were? Because so far, apart from Rafinha, There hasn't been one player that's come through that can be measured to those players. Not one. Doesn't matter who you guys say in the chat now. Not one of them. And you're all going to say Pablo. You're going to say certain players. They're nowhere near the patch on the team we used to have. We one of the best teams in Europe. And by the time Pablo come here, he was good for us in the champ. But he was a little bit older, and we saw that in the Premier. The game passed him by when Bielsa gave him opportunities in the Premier. It was tough to watch with Pablo. I'll be honest with you. And I know, shout out to Gail. She would always get on me for talking about Pablo in that way, but it was tough to watch seeing Pablo just too slow and just not ready, not capable to play Premier League football anymore. But yeah, not apart from Rafinha, no one's touching that O'Leary team. Okay, Richard saying can't agree about Smudge KG. His work rate led the team. A massive Smith tackle would make the crowd go absolutely wild, and the team would lift us. Massive player. Yeah, if you're talking about that, then yeah, he was the passion merchant of the team. If you had, I mean, Bowie used to do the same kind of things, and Bowie probably scored more goals than Alan Smith. But I do agree with you. Actually, I do agree with that sentiment in regards to his role in the team, and maybe that's why he had more yellow cards than goals, probably. But yeah, I hear that. But just I'm talking the strikers we had, Richard. When you're talking, when we move Kuehl up front, and then Wilcox will go left, Viduka, Robbie Keane. I know Robbie Fowler had no interest in being there, and he's pretty much said so himself. But Robbie Fowler was a class act at times. Bridges for that one season, he wasn't number one for me. But I do hear it. I do hear it. Ryan here, Bamford will go down in history. Cage, don't be bitter. Maybe so. Maybe so. Maybe to a lot of people, but yeah, not for me. Not for me, man. And Hasselbank. I mean, listen, Hasselbank was a bit before Smith really broke out. I know he broke out in that season, but in terms of like regulars, he wasn't at that point there. But Hasselbank was a killer. I mean, an absolute ruthless shooter. I love Jimmy Floyd. Absolutely love Jimmy Floyd. And, his career speaks for itself. His goal record after he left Leeds was insane. Absolutely insane. Should have paid him that money, man. Should have paid him that money. Okay, so now, people, we are nearly 6 minutes away. Man, oh boy. We are 6 minutes away from kickoff. Teams are walking through the tunnel. Oh boy, God. Is it raining, people? I haven't looked that closely yet. I will have a look in just a moment. Let me just get another sip of drink, man. Oh God. Gallo here saying shout Darren Huckabee. Yeah, I mean, I've spoken to Huckabee before because he really downplays his role in that time. Because obviously he was a hot thing in Coventry. If you remember the Dublin Huckabee partnership back in the day, was good. But in terms of Huckabee, he downplays his role because he didn't feel he was as good as the players there. And he mentioned Kuehl in particular, where he couldn't get in the team. He was behind Bridges, behind Alan Smith, and obviously when we moved Kuehl up front, and he just said that I just did what I could when I got my minutes, and he was decent for us in a few games, but obviously he was never the same player that he was at Coventry. We didn't get that down Huckabee, and maybe the move just overwhelmed him a bit. But yeah, I like Huckabee for his time. For the people that are watching on beIN Sports, is anyone having trouble? Help out cold rainy night at Stoke. I'm watching on the Now app as I always do via Sky Sports main event. I probably, as you know, people. Oh no, Sky Sports football. I'm always 30 seconds behind, but you guys are usually at different points as well. But we're here together, and we'll go through it. I'm going to put my timer from Google on there in a bit. I won't be looking at it because it's a little bit ahead. And the timer on Google, if it says 2 minutes on there, it means it's at 1 minute something. So if it says 2 minutes, it could be 1 minute 15, 1 minute 30. It means it's in the 2 minute mark. So hopefully that explains it. Squeaky bum time. Yeah, it is. Listen, we're going through the handshakes now. Who's this guy? I don't know who this guy is that's shaking hands. We didn't get Prince William. I don't know who this dude is. So I'm not being disrespectful. I don't know who it is. So, oh yes, yeah, I can see it. It's absolutely hammering it down, isn't it? Badly. Hey, listen, and you know what? You know what that is as well. You know what comes into my mind now? No silly slide tackles near the box. Stay on your feet. Stay on your feet, man. Jason in the house. Shout out to you, man. Let's go. Come on, Lee's longest week. It's felt like waiting for this game. We're all with you, Jason. It's been an absolute killer of a game, of a wait, I should say. Let's hope it's not a killer of a game. Oh Lord. Let me just get this here. Mm, 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 mm. Oh man, look at the team. Ampadu looks locked in. Farker's looking very wet there. Pause. 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 Simon. There's a wet patch under Melier, and it isn't the rain. Tremendous. Athena in the house. KJ, I think I'm wearing the same jersey. Yeah, listen, this one doesn't really have happy memories for me, but because it's where I want us to go back in. That's in the Premier League. I thought I'd put it on for today. You know what I mean? So yeah, hopefully so. Simon knows got the FA Cup 1972 winning jersey on. So there you go. There you go. I wish I had like the ones, the Packard Bell ones. I wish I could get one of those, or I might get one of those again. I don't think they'd print the name on the back on it though. But yeah, I might get one of those again. I love that era. Packard Bell, Strongbow, those shirts. But the reason why the shirts are so good is because they were during successful eras. Now, not trophy successful, but result successful. We were one of the best teams in England and around Europe. We were one of the best, and that's probably why the kits have so much meaning. Hank saying this rain favors the non-toe cannon shot. Yeah, shoot the thing, Hank. That's it as well. We'll see when we kick off. Please, when we get to a point of shooting, even if the lane isn't free, shoot the thing. It could take a deflection like Peru did against Southampton. Shoot the thing. You never know. There's your Peru there. Towels are being taken off the players. Somerville, come on, Somerville, man. I need you to be this Josh Murphy of this game, man. I can see it. I can just see you curling one in the far post. Please do it. Please. You know what? Going off your backside. I don't care how you get the goals. Just do it, please. Man Thief here saying, I'll take the most dreadful showing if we come out the other end of Prem side. Oh, 100%, Man Thief. Man, we are not talking about performance today. I mean, if we get battered 6-0, we'll have to. But if we win the game and we've performed appallingly, I do not give one hoot. Okay, and I'll put it nicely like that. Crypto Steve, listen, there's a lot of ducks, isn't there, Steve? We haven't given away a pen in a long time. Yeah, but you know what? We haven't scored from a corner in a long time. So let's break that one today. Yeah, probably all of them, all of them. LUFC Midlands, shoot Nanto, shoot all game. Yeah, everyone. Peru. Joe Roden's doing the speech here. Yeah, he's like, if we don't go up, lads, I will not sign here next year. Oh, that was a poor. That wasn't even Welsh. I don't know what that was. You know what? I'm gonna erase that. I'm gonna edit that out. But yeah, Joe Roden there giving a big old speech. Looking at Southampton here, John Joe Shelby regen there, small bone, looking very relaxed. As it says on the screen there, 3 goals in his last 6 starts. Not bad. Must be nice having that from a midfielder. Must be nice. Yeah, Jake, come out gunning. I don't want to see pens. Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Right. Okay. Dustin Hoffman in the crowd. Oh, so nervous, man. Yeah. Simon saying we're off. Not for me yet. Almost. That was an Isle of Man accent. It was terrible. I'm erasing it, man. I'm sorry. I'm going to edit it out. I don't like editing, but I won't edit it out. That was crap. Oh boy. Right. Has anybody kicked off yet? Right. Here we go. Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you. Yeah, Peru's just gone offside for me, so I'm probably about 20 seconds behind people. So let me get the score on the screen with the clock. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off for me. just so I don't see it, so I'm not spoiling it for myself. But yeah, here we go. It is pissing it down. Bloody hell. Nonto now. Gruev. Whoa, Gruev is high up the pitch. Okay, it's gone out for a Southampton goal kick. Well, nice to see. We're on the front foot, people. Oh, oh man, Daniel Farker's parting's all messed up, man. It's just all one dude now. He usually has his hair pristine, doesn't he? All right, Southampton looking like they're trying to build it from the back. Oh no, they've launched it up. Oh, Firpo versus Brooks. Firpo back to Melier. And Melier puts it. Oh no, it's gone to Somerville. Nice. Oh, Southampton throw. Sugar here. Which team do you think Weathersuits? Both. Sugar. Both like to attack. Both will enjoy it. I think it does make it more interesting in terms of it. Just instead of it being a hot, dry day, it's going to be interesting. There may be slip ups as well. Hopefully on the Southampton side. Archie now showing that composure as he does. Oh, yeah. Okay, goal kick to Leeds. But yeah, Archie, man. Think about that as well for Archie Gray, 18, playing in a 200 million playoff game for his boyhood club. Pressure, man. But he's going to enjoy it. I think he's one that enjoys this fun thing. Exactly, yeah. What a player. Super player. That's why the big boys want him. But like I've said to you before, and unfortunately, people, the secret's out about Harry Gray. I saw Rising Ballers tweet about him. It's over. People know about Harry Gray now. Harry Gray's going to the top as well. I'm pretty sure of it. Right, Jorginho now trying to get on the ball. Leeds, maybe it's where Sky have got their cameras, and I know that does affect what you hear. We seem to be very loud today, much louder than Southampton. Don't know if anyone else is picking that up as well. Please just win. Please just win. Oh, Jorginho fouled, but his referee's played us on. Oh, Archie Gray, left foot shot just wide, people. There you go. See, I said this in the preview, didn't I? In terms of, people saying that we haven't conceded a pen recently. Well, Archie Gray hasn't scored yet. What a time to do it. Playoff final. Let's do it, Archie. Let's go. And again, listen, credit to the ref for playing on there as well, playing the advantage. That was good ref in there. Oh. Oops. Friggin' hell. Guys, how are you guys doing, man? My heart is palpitating here. I'm absolutely just, I'm starting to get clammy hands. It's disgusting. Go on, Nanto. Nanto there against two Southampton players down the right. Oh, we're linking up playing nicely here. Just too high for Peru. And it's a Southampton throw. Hey, listen, we're doing some nice link-up plays so far. If there's any nerves, I'm not seeing it yet. We are on the front foot in this game. Yeah, Isaac, I can't take it. I'm with you. That's why I'm glad you guys are with me here, man. We can go through it together. Mike said thought the nerves would leave when the game started. Not the case. Absolutely not. I'm with you there. I wasn't. Some of you were here with me for the Norwich Watchalong. I was absolutely fine before that game kicked off. I was cool. I was absolutely fine. This one, nah, I'm all over the gaff. We're doing very well. Doing very well. Yeah, 5 minutes for me. Literally just gone 5 minutes, 5 seconds on my clock. So there you go. Somerville's just been fouled there. We're doing well in this game so far, people. Southampton haven't got a foothold in this game. We need to take advantage. Like you guys have said, get the early goal. If we get it now, that would be a big sucker punch for him. We got a free kick now. Somerville's about to take it. Pretty good area to get one in. Not a shot, but a crossing, and someone hit it in. That would be nice. Set piece goal again. Referee just having a word with Kamara and one of their players. Oh, oh. Free kick comes to nothing, people. Just a little bit overhit and looped a little bit too much, but yeah. All right. There we are. I would saying I think I'll need a lot of tea this afternoon to get through this. Yeah. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. We're all nervous. Oh, wait there, Willie Nanto. Oh, he didn't get enough spice on the shot, man. Good run though from Nanto. Very positive yet again, but Nanto just couldn't get enough power on it, people. Ah, but yeah, Jorginho at the minute he's sourcing. This is what we can't ask for anymore. Obviously, a goal would be nice, but Jorginho, Somerville, Nanto as well, Archie, they are stepping up. Big players are stepping up here. So let's keep it going, people. Let's keep it going. Oh yes, of course. I forgot Kamara and Aribo at Rangers together, innit? Forgot about that. David here saying about 10 seconds behind you, Lanzarote Wi-Fi. Hey, listen, we're all at different stages. I mean, somebody said I'm about by about 1 minute, somebody else about 30 seconds out. It's just the way it is, people. So don't worry about it. As long as we're together, man. Honestly, so I thought that maybe we'd start the way Southampton have. This has been good, people. Southampton have not settled one bit in this game. Come on, keep the pressure up, guys. Keep it up. No free kick there, and Southampton have got the ball. Let's see what they do with it now. Just for clarity, I'm at 8 minutes and 5 seconds. Free kick, Firpo fouling. Oh God. And look, Brooks is going to stay down here, take the sting out of the game. There's nothing wrong with Brooks, but he's just managing the game here, taking the sting out of it, and now we have to reset. And Southampton can probably get a foothold in the game. LUFC Midland saying we're dominating. We are 100%. Firpo now has got his foul, so I think next foul that Firpo does, he'll be in the book. So he's got to just be careful. Kev, I'm so nervous that I can hardly keep myself listening. I'm that stressed. Sound like the ref is not on our side. The referee's been good so far, Kev. I don't know what you're listening to, but the referee hasn't done anything wrong. Let's not do this already, people. Referee didn't like us now. He's not doing anything wrong, not from my point of view anyway. Maybe other people will agree with you. But yeah, he's been fine so far. All right, Southampton trying to build something now, get a foothold in the game. Downs now trying to get in the game. See now Southampton got the bet. From what I'm hearing, there's big boos from the Leeds fans. We seem to be way louder than these guys. Charles, yeah, I'm on 9 minutes and 45 seconds. Southampton they've taken the sting out of the game a bit. Yeah, they've slowed the game down now. They've got it back to a pace that probably suits them. We're having trouble getting the ball back now. Southampton enjoying a bit of possession now. Kev, the referee is giving free kicks, man. Are you watching the game, Kev? Just let Kev, if you're watching the game, let me know, man, because I don't know what you're talking about here. We're getting fouled, but the referee's giving the free kicks. Oh no! Armstrong to Smallbone. Oh my lord! It comes to nothing, people. But Southampton still have the ball. Aribo, and we've cleared it. Ooh, oh my lord! That was close, people. That was close. Roden vital there, as he's been most of the season. Absolutely brilliant. This is what I mean. Jack here saying they look dangerous going forward. They do. That's why we need to capitalize on the pressure that we had. They've still got threats going forward, but we're defending well at the minute. Oh, it's a free kick to Southampton. Ah, JTech saying, "Cage, you don't scare me. I'm only listening to you at the moment." Ah, yeah, man. It's Gruev again. He didn't follow his man. He did that in the game against Southampton before. He's done it again. He can't do that. He's got to stay with the runner. It's simple football for a mid, especially a defensive midfielder. He should be more alert than that, and he just stopped running. Yeah, David, exactly here. David saying Gruev ball watching, not going with the runner. Yeah, yeah. Charles, I'm on 12 minutes and 1 second, man. Southampton about to take a free kick. Oh boy. Smallbone and Brooks over this. Smallbone takes, and Melier palms it away for a corner. Yeah, he wouldn't, he shouldn't have been able to score from there anyway. So Melier, made the save he should have. Smallbone takes the corner. Oh, Melier missed the punch. And it's gone for a goal kick, thankfully. God damn. He's absolutely nowhere near it, man, Melier. Hopefully that doesn't play into his psyche, but they're showing the replay of the corner now. It wasn't even that difficult. He should have got something on that, but yeah. Man Thief saying Elian did well to get to that. The free kick was about 35 yards out. He should have got to it. Right. So Southampton now have kind of evened it up a little bit in terms of dangerous play, maybe even a bit more threatening. But now we're on the attack again with Somerville. Peru now getting the ball, trying to hold it up a little. And it's gone back to Kamara and Gruev. Gruev, man, switch on, please. All right, game just seems like it's settling a little bit here. On 14 minutes and 5 seconds, people. Leeds in possession, just trying to find ways to break through this Southampton team. What's new, man? What's new, Stephen? Just hopefully, Stephen and everyone else, it doesn't affect him going forward. He still needs to come out and claim things when it's available to collect. Okay, now I can hear the Southampton fans with that song. Here it is. Oh man, come on. Somerville tried to play the ball to Firpo, who just did not read it all, and it goes out for a Southampton throw. Very neat, very poor to give away possession like this. Oh God, boy, oh boy. We're almost at the, well, no, we're past the 15-minute mark on my clock anyway, people. Yeah, this game. Paul here saying, well, being sports in New Zealand has crashed. No service. They had one job. Thank goodness for you, KG. But Paul, Bo here saying, Paul, being via Amazon Prime Video works. So hopefully that works out better for you, mate. But thank you as well. Right, we're now going down the right. Archie Gray, Nonto combined on the right. We're getting pushed. We're getting. Oh, Nonto's still down. All right, so let's see what's happening with Nonto. He's down at the minute. Little bit of a back pain, I think. Looks like he. I don't know whether it was from getting knocked or if he tweaked his back or something, but I don't think it was from the challenge. I watch everything on a sketchy site. When we're in the Premier League, I can get an actual stream in HD. Tremendous. Okay, Nanto's cool to go. We're okay. Oh, God. UFC Midland saying Saints boss looks stressed. I'm stressed, man. Sure Daniel Farker's feeling it too, man. All right, okay. Melier's kicked it up. Peru gets the flick on. Nonto tried to play it back into him, but it's gone to Alex McCarthy in goal for Southampton. Okay, Southampton now trying to get forward a bit. We've pressed them well there. Well done to Rodon, who stepped into midfield. Nice. Jorginho there, twinkle toes, just keeping the ball. Silky, man. Now we're just passing it around a bit. We're not really penetrating them at the minute. We're just trying to keep possession a bit and work our way through. And it's gone all the way back to Melier. So you can see now, people, I think the game from that frantic start of the first half is settled down a little bit now. Hey, Joel Perot's had some nice touches, must say. That's some nice touches. Obviously, we want to see Joel Perot shoot the ball. That's where we need him, but he's held the ball well so far. Somerville now trying to get forward. Oh, trying to flick it through, but it's been blocked. Again, Somerville being doubled up. We know the drill, people. He's always going to have two players on him. Oh, Somerville. Oh, shots blocked. Oh, Nanto tried to play it to Gray, but he sold him short. And Gray has won that back. Oh, and he's now fouled him. No? Oh, we're still going. I thought it was a foul. Fair play. But the cross is overhit, but Glenn Kamara's got it now on the left. Jorginho is in the box now trying to work it through. And he's tried to give it to Kamara, but it's too much on it, and it's gone to Southampton, who have now won a free kick. Let's go back to the chat here. Bo is saying here, I like the energy in Peru's movement too. He's really motoring to getting to good position. Yeah, he's been good, man. His movement's been good. His touches have been really good. So yeah, no complaints with Joel Peru so far. Let's just hope he gets on the end of something, can shoot, and then we can see him really go. Yeah, just a time check on mine. 19 minutes and 28 seconds. So basically 19:30 as it is. Right. So Southampton now trying to build up. Carl Walker Peters on the right. Always, and he's saying there, Carl Walker Peters played it back and saying, chill. Oh, bit of a short pass, but Walker Peters gets it again. You see that there. I mean, we've made Southampton go back, but Aribo there was just running into space and again unopposed. Like one of the defensive midfielders, either Kamara or Gruev, did not follow Aribo. So we've got to do better with this, man. We seem to we're set up nicely out of possession right now. Southampton are having a lot of problems trying to find a forward pass. We're just making them pass around the midfield and back. So, hey, that's a free kick to us. Now we win a free kick, people. Good. I like the way that we set up there. No one just overly pressing for no reason or running about like a headless chicken. Good solid bank setup. That's what that will help get the job done. Farker's he's done that. He's worked on that because that was not there when we played them the other week. Absolutely wasn't there at all. AUFC Midland say Martin O'Neill is a good judge. He is happy with Leeds pressing. What is it? What's Martin O'Neill commentating on? Just out of interest, LUFC Midlands, because I know I can't hear Martin O'Neill. I actually like Martin O'Neill as well. No, no, I watch when we have penalties all the time, all the time. So I will, if this does go to penalties, I will be watching. No doubt about it. Oh, Talk Sport. Okay, Talk Sport. Martin O'Neill on there. Fair play. Okay, Rooter now has got the ball. He's going through. He's played it out to the right to Archie, who's checked back and puts in a left foot cross. Oh, and it's just a little bit over hit, and Fopo couldn't get to it. So it's gone out for a Southampton goal kick. And yeah, just that 22 minutes now, 22 minutes and a few seconds there, basically. But you see, the same way we set up with a deep block, or two good banks, Southampton had a good block there as well. It's gonna be it's gonna be margins in this game, I think. Margins. Shot of Eddie Gray now, man. Love Eddie Gray. Obviously I didn't get to see Eddie Gray play, but he was heavily involved in the late 90s, early 2000s. So yeah. Lanes. Big old chorus of marching on together being sang around. Lovely. Beautiful. Right. Southampton trying to build something up. But yeah, we're just keeping them back a bit, man. They're walking with the ball right now. Small ball Armstrong. Oh, oh. Adam Armstrong has scored for Southampton people. It's 1-0. Oh, the defense. I just talked about the two solid banks. The defense is all over the place. Oh, that's so poor. And and look at it. It's the two players I highlighted at the start of the game: Smallbone and Armstrong. How, all right, people. That's why I'm saying, Jack. This is it, man. Look too easy. I mean, the run and then shooting. Why don't we carve out one of those? You know what I mean? Why don't we carve out one where we've got the freedom of the penalty area? It looked like FC 24 on easy mode. Oh God. Right, guys. These guys have got to not let this goal like get them down. They got to have to show some cojones now. Get back in the game. The game is not over. We're only just past 25 minutes. There's so much time to get back in this game that they need to just like show something now. Roden stepped out, Ampadu stepped out, and listen, it was a mess. The defensive line was it was atrocious. You cannot do that. That I wouldn't expect that in a league game. Never mind a player final. That was poor. And we literally just had two banks set up, which Southampton couldn't get through, and then they get an easy goal like that. So I said at the start, you can't discount Adam Armstrong in this at this level. He's good at this level, man. From his Blackburn days, he's potent at this level. We need some clear cut chances, people. Well, I had Armstrong to score for Southampton. Oh, I can't remember my scorers. Who did I have? Did I say Somerville and Ampadu? Didn't I? So come on. Right. Let's get my composure back a little. Southampton on the attack again. By the way, I'm on just for interest. I'm on 26-25. Brooks has got the ball. Oh my God. Armstrong. Damn. Out to Walker Peters, I should say. And it's gone for a corner. We're starting to look like we're on the ropes, people. Can't let the heads drop, but we look like we're on the ropes a little bit here. All right, Southampton taking the corner. It's low. It's obviously a set piece, but we're breaking now. Ah, no composure, man. Archie, man, you got to hold that. It's poor. Look, we were a break from their corner, but Archie, he did not deliver the right ball at all. The weight wasn't good. The direction wasn't good. And we had four in on the break. Got to do better on that. Have to do better with those opportunities. This is the difference, man. You just saw Southampton just play. We weren't there. We had the same opportunity to do something similar and we waste it. Fuck me, man. Come on. Yep, yep. I know. 60 minutes left. I got it. I got it. More than 60, yeah. But yeah, we got to get back into the game soon, though, man. The longer it goes on, the more comfortable Southampton and the more on edge we're going to be. We know what that's like. Oh, Brooks is down, killing a bit of the game a bit more, unless he's really injured. I didn't see, I'll be honest. Yeah, Farker speaking to Archie Gray now saying, Archie, you must do better with that ball. You have to play it over and fast, over the top and fast. That was the solution. Farker coaching. I'll give him. I will give him his credit here because not too often we get to see that from Daniel Farker, but he's there saying to Archie a little bit more. Do you realize? I hope they do show a replay of that break. That was gold. Oh, they're showing Armstrong's goal again. No surprise. But we literally had. I swear it was like nearly a 4-on-1, including Archie. But we had three players that were free. This is horrible. This is horrible, people. Of course, it's not over. Of course, it's not. But wow. David here, just saying Ampadu needs to be screaming at Gruev, directing where to go because Gruev is all over the place. Gruev, man. He's done it again. He's done it again in terms of just letting runners go. Their midfield is mobile. I've said that how many times ad nauseum. You have to stay with their runners. Have to. All right. Okay. We're in possession again. I'm on 30 minutes and five. I don't know why it's always 5 seconds when I tell you this, people, but yeah, I've just gone past 30 minutes, 5 seconds. We're in possession. We're trying to work our way through, but Southampton have got a very rigid setup now, even more rigid than before. It's all on us now, isn't it, to go forward? Right, Somerville now going forward out to Firpo, and Firpo plays it back to Somerville, and Kamara. David Brooks has come on now, back on the pitch, I should say. Come on, guys. Free kick to Southampton. We're having trouble now, people. That first 5 minutes where everything was fluid and we was on the front foot and invading space it's done. That bit's done now. All right, Southampton there just passing it around a bit at the moment. Walker Peters now out on the right hand side. It's gone for a Leeds throw in. Now Walker Peters, is he going to stay down for a bit? Gamesmanship, I'm not mad at it. If we was ahead, I would expect our players to do the same. But he's got up and we're back in possession again. Nonto there with a little bit of skill, but it's gone out for a afro after a Ryan Fraser tackle. Brooks is looking a little uncomfortable. I don't think he's going to be able to continue if he's got a messed up shoulder, right? Come on, man. It's all the same. It's all down the right. It's come on, man. Nanto now trying to get the better of Southampton defenders, but he's being doubled up as well a little bit here. Oh, guys. Oh man. Poor ball, and McCarthy's got the ball. I think Rodon tried to find Nanto there. Let's go back in the chat here. LUFC Midlands, there's space for Furpo and Gray out wide, just got to use it. Yeah. And not just use it though, not just keep cutting back and then passing it, man. Get some bodies in the box and cross it in. We're not gonna I said this in the preview, we're not gonna keep getting that perfect goal. We're not Arsene Wenger's Arsenal here. Get some shots on target. Brooks is coming off people. Hold on a minute. Sorry about that. So Brooks is coming off, and Samadozi is coming on for Southampton. Yeah, David here. I want to see a bit of bravery from Somerville and have a run at KWP, put him on the back foot. Exactly. It's whenever we get there. We was doing it in the first 5 minutes of the game. We was looking so good, looking so fluid. But now it's going back to that thing of we're running down to the corner flag. We're not crossing it in. We're not looking for any bodies to run into the box. We then step back, pass it back into the middle, back to Kamara, who will then do a sideways pass. We need to mix it up a little bit, people. Oh, Nanto tried to play it to Gray, and it's gone out for a Southampton throw. Oh. God. Come on now. We've just one possession back. That was good from Nanto there. Old Somerville here. About 6 players around Somerville. Does anybody else want to join him? Freaking hell. Sorry, people. I'm going to get back into this. God, I'm so if oh man. It's a Southampton throw. Oh, all right, Southampton. Oh man. Sorry, Southampton. They're just trying to get forward, and we're making a hash of it, trying to get it away. But we've won a free kick. Saying I'm gutted. Yeah, I mean it's disappointing, but we still got a second half to go, of course. But we've got to look like we're a little bit more threatening. We need to play like we did in the first 5 minutes, but that part of the game is gone. All the nerves that Southampton had then, they've disappeared. They're 1-0 ahead. So now they're playing with the lead. They've got something to protect. It's on us now to be on the front foot, which is scary. Yeah, William. Looked like most of the team stops and watch Somerville. There was literally about 5 or 6 players around Somerville there. I'm thinking, where's the cavalry? Where's the support? And again, they've got the possession on the screen right now. Leeds, since the Armstrong goal, we've got 54%. Possession means nothing if you don't do nothing with it. It means absolutely nothing. We're not doing anything productive with it. We're not doing anything penetrative. Nothing right now. Right now, the game has absolutely slowed down. We're in possession. We just won a free kick again. I am on just under 38 minutes. I'm just going to say that just for ease because it's about to tick into 38 minutes. Got to get some ideas, man. Nanto's taken a short one and Southampton is pressing Nanto. But we've got it through. Georgie here now has been fouled. Free kick. Yeah. Oh, it's yellow card. Yeah, yellow card to Bednarek for the foul on Jorginho. Yeah, we look stuck. Yeah, we do. We do. We've been shell shocked since the goal. The goal has knocked the stuffing out of this team. You can see it. You can see it. You can see in their movement. You can see with them being hesitant now to get forward. And again, like we've just had a free kick there. Why not just try something different instead of the short pass? Now we've just got the ball again, passing it around defense to midfield. There's no one going past anybody. It's just all in front of Southampton. Firpo's all the way back in his own half where he's no good. Uh, right, we're trying to get forward now. Archie now, who has been one of the most positive players on the pitch, but he's checked back into midfield. Gruev to Kamara, back to Gruev, out to Ampadu. Okay, Firpo is not looking to get forward, man. Firpo there just keeps on checking back in. He's not getting. What's the point, man? He's not even a left back. He's a wing back at best. Get around the players, man. Right, Somerville now. Again, Firpo's gone inside the box and not giving him any help on the outside. What's he doing? Okay, it's a corner to Leeds. I don't get this, man. I don't understand it, and we've seen it through the season as well. If you've got wing backs, use them. And Archie is using his down the right hand side. Firpo, but again, this guy's positional awareness is non-existent. So he's not using it. He's not using himself as someone that can just put the ball across the 6-yard box. Anyway, corners coming in from Somerville, punched away by McCarthy to the edge of the box to Gruev's heads it back in. Kamara. I mean, it went high and wide, but it's a foul anyway. Yeah, Jim. It's frustrating, man. Jim here saying again, nobody providing a pass option for Somerville. You expect to have your left wing back, especially a Furpo type, to be by your side or overlapping. He's not doing it. Oh my lord. Oof. Kamara got lucky with that one, but Somerville gets it. Jorginho is on the left with Somerville, which is interesting. Now Georgie trying to get down the left. Now he puts one across the bar. It doesn't even get past the first man, but that's a bit better. You know, small improvements, people. Oh, 50-50. Crunch. And both men get up. Love that. Love that. Oh, Gruev is hurt though. I think he tried to go, nah, I ain't staying down if you don't stay down. Now he's just limping a little. Oof. That was a crunching sacker. I love that. Right. Gruev now to Peru. Nanto, Peru. And Southampton are swallowing it up right now. Just swallowing any resemblance of an attack. William saying, just crap right now. If one goal decimates you, that's weak. It is weak, but I think conceding a goal for anybody would like put your heads down a little, but not for this long. You have to get back in the game. There's still a second half to go. So there's so much of this game to go, people. God, don't lose this game. God. Oh, please, man. Right. This is how I talk to myself if I was watching by myself. All right, Georgie now trying to get through Furpo. Nah. Come on. That was not a foul. Somerville's the judge. Oh, Somerville's got a yellow card for that. I need to see the replay. Let me see. Oh, get out of here, man. Oh, are you kidding me? He's hardly even touched Harwood Bellis. Oh, that's so poor. And you know what? That's not. You guys know me. I'm not biased. If it's a free kick, I'll say it's a free kick. He got the ball, and he didn't follow through. So you just can't tackle no more, man. That's again. Don't make me go on to why football isn't as good as it used to be. It's full of. Oh, don't make me say the word, man. Let me say it. Never a foul. No way. And I know we're Leeds fans in here saying this, but nah, that wasn't a foul. Ridiculous, man. They've literally listen as much free kicks as the referee has given us. There's tackles they've made that should have got yellow cards ahead of that one. But a little bit of aggression in the tackle these days, just like sissy referees, man. I just can't stand the softness of football these days, man. You can't do nothing. You have to play in patterns. Otherwise, these players have got no creativity, or you get soft tackles and that are penalties and free kicks. Like sucks, man. Southampton have just won a free kick. I'm just in a rant mode there. I'm on 44 minutes and 10 seconds. Southampton have got another attacking free kick. Let's have a look. Smallbone's going to take it. So, yeah. Right, Smallbone has chipped it in. Oh, he's free. Oh, Armstrong. Oh, for God's sake. Adam Armstrong saved by Melier. What are we doing? God. Oh, Fraser now gets a foul for the yellow card. Yeah. It's always. I'm not going to answer. Just funny when certain people turn up in the chat. They're never here for when we're winning or before the results happening. But whenever we start to lose, they always turn up. Like, you guys are miserable people, man. And I keep you around because I just realized I don't want to be like you. So I'm like, I'm grateful for being the person I am. Yeah, it was a good save. Definitely. Yeah. What was the you know what? The save was good, but what was that marking? Why is Armstrong free yet again? I almost want to just give up talking about it. It's ridiculous. How has he got that kind of shot off in the playoff final for the second time after scoring the first time? Why isn't he being doubled up like Somerville Donto whenever they get the ball? Why aren't we doing that? Yeah, could have been. Yeah. There's a 5 minutes of added on time, as you guys probably know. I'm on 46 minutes and 20 seconds, people. I'm just lost for Nigel Martin, man, what a legend. See, I say legend for me. I don't talk about legends, what you guys feel legends. He's a legend to me, Nigel Martin. Fantastic goalkeeper and got turfed out before he should have been. He still had many, many good games left in him by the time we replaced him with Paul Robinson. Legend, man. Okay, it's just loud now from the Southampton fans, as you can imagine. It's to be expected. Southampton again going forward. Is that a free kick? No. Referees let it go. Southampton still coming ahead. Fraser now trying to bulldoze his way through, gets a crossing. See that? Why aren't we doing that? And that's Ryan Fraser, man. What the hell? Why aren't we doing that? Why aren't we getting to the byline and putting one in, making the defense work a little? We're not doing nothing like that right now. Walker Peters to small bone, and Roden clears it away. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to gather my thoughts here. I'm just looking and oh god. I think we do need half time to come so we can at least regroup, reset a little bit, and come out in the second half. Maybe a different plan. We'll talk about it in a bit though. Oh god, this right now. I think the players as well are waiting for half time to be called. We got no ideas. No one's running forward. Archie just launched it up and it's gone for a Southampton. Oh no, he's kept it in. But yeah, they're waiting for half time. People. Farker again speaking to Archie Gray about that ball there. It was wasteful. It was a nothing ball. He just launched it up the pitch and for no reason. And now Southampton just before half time now coming forward, going through our midfield like a hot knife through butter. Armstrong, and it's gone out for a corner. What the hey? The Adam Armstrong show. What is going on here, man? Look at the midfield. The midfield just gone to pot again. Hey, I need half time. Melier again flapping at a corner again. He's gonna have to cut that out. God, why? You know what, man? Forget it. All right. So where's this whistle, man? Look at me begging for the whistle. Okay, the whistle's gone for me here. Oh my lord, people. me turn this down, man. I don't want to hear nothing. This is absolutely atrocious now. Atrocious in terms of since the goal's gone in for Southampton, we've lost it. We're stumped for ideas. We're not getting forward properly. Everyone now is I mean, when Somerville's got the ball, he might as well. Everyone else might as well just leave the pitch because no one's helping him. Firpo, I mean, I'm not trying to stick on Firpo, but you're not exactly the stay-at-home defender, so you should be going forward. And he's not even providing an overlap option. We get to certain areas of the pitch and we're passing it back instead of crossing it in. You just saw what Ryan Fraser did there at the end of the half, or near the end of the half, I should say. Gets to the byline and puts one in the danger area. We're not doing any of that. Um, Nicholas here saying they're all scared, always the same. Jack here saying, I don't think we've had a shot since they scored. I don't think so either, Jack. And again, that's an indictment of the team. When you've gone a goal down, you have to get back into it like ASAP. But with our heads dropped a bit, you could see that, and again, a little bit understandable, especially with the way that they scored their goal. Their goal, by the way, what a joke! At in a big 200 million playoff final, you're letting Will Smallbone but get his pass off. Gruev nowhere to be seen. He's pointing to the defender, say, "Look, there's Adam Armstrong," instead of getting into Will Smallbone. And then and then Armstrong being played on by one hell of a wonky defensive line and just slotting it away. It looked like a goal on easy mode on what they call now FC 24. It looked like an easy mode goal. But us, we have to work, we have to bulldoze our way through to get chance off. Even our earlier ones, Nanto, where he skips past a couple players and gets a shot off. We still have bodies in the way. We don't get shots like we give up. We don't get those. We don't create those kind of chances. Um, God, I'm glad half time's come, man. Glad half time's come. Uh, Let me just see. Conal here saying bullied, outclassed, better defense. They look like a prem team. We look like Muppets. I mean, again, I mean, both teams will need surgery when they go up to the prem. If whichever team goes up to the prem. But we're talking about this isolated game here, and for the first 8 minutes of the game, we looked good. We were moving the ball smoothly. Peru was getting involved in the play. He was actually holding it up. Not he's not. I don't think he's had a shot yet. But Archie Gray's had a shot. Willie Nonto was getting involved. He had a good opportunity that he didn't connect well with. But other than that, there's hardly been anything there. Um, Yep, Kelvin. I mean, well, that's plain facts, isn't it? If we don't wake up, it's another season in this division we shouldn't be in. Well, I mean, we should be in it if we don't win. I always say that. I think as a club, Leeds United do complement the Premier League, but if we don't go up, it's our own fault, and that's through collapsing at the end of the season, and then whatever this has been so far today. But luckily, hey, we got a second half, people, and I guess that's the positive. Carl, absolutely. Our central midfield is so limited, no creativity. We literally bought three of the same player in the summer window. All three are pretty much the same. They're more defensive minded. They're more likely to give you a sideways pass. Gruev sometimes gives you the occasional diagonal, but they are not. You're seeing Aribo for Southampton. You're seeing Downs at times. More to a point, you're seeing Smallbone. They're looking to penetrate the defense. They're looking to get beyond the defense. We don't have that in our midfield. We haven't had it all season, people. And there was ways to amend that come January, and we didn't do it. It's all well and good saying that now, and like Farco was doing towards the end of the season, talk about he wanted experience. None of the signings would say he wanted experience except for Connor Roberts, who is barely used. So yeah, the midfield is designed for a certain setup, but it's not to be creative. It's to let the front four do what they need to do. But we need something from the midfield too. And if they're going to stay like that, they need to at least follow their runners, which I've been banging on since the start of the game. And then you saw how the goal happened. Gruev just stopped, and he did it earlier in the game too. Gruev, he stopped running. We lost. He's lost Smallbone once already before the goal. Um, Yeah, Stephen, that's been like this all season, trying to get to the goal line to score instead of shooting 100%, Stephen. And how many times? I mean, Steve, you've been here. How many times have I said take the pot shot? it might take a deflection like it did against Southampton in the game we lost to him just before the season finished. Take the shot. You don't know what's going to happen. You could get a handball. You know what I mean? You don't know what's going to happen. Could lead to a corner that leads to a goal. I know that's pretty funny, but we don't do that. We're trying to get this pass in. We get to a byline. It goes back into midfield to Kamara, who we know is not going to play a forward pass. He then passes it to the side to Gruev or Firpo, whoever's next to him, and Southampton just get back into a shape. And looking at the replay now of the goal, it's a disgrace, man. Absolute disgrace. What are we doing? And I'm not even going to touch on the goalkeeper there because it's a one-on-one opportunity and it's a good strike. You know, if Melier saves that, it's a terrific save, 100%. So I expect Adam Armstrong, in with the way that he is at this level, to score that. Um, Yeah, we are playing a bit. Yeah, we're playing very safe, and that's it. We weren't playing safe in the first 10 minutes of the game. We were the better team. Southampton were on the back foot. They were rattled a bit. They were still settling into the game, and then, and I tell you from when it happened, from when Brooks went down, not with the shoulder injury, but when he took the sting out of the game, that's when the game reset again, and Southampton got it through the game, and they're showing their Archie. That's so poor. Oh, Archie, I'm sorry, man, but if it's anyone else, that is poor from Archie there. And Farker was right to speak to him after that. Just looking there when Southampton had their corner and Archie had the ball, and we had three attackers behind our halfway line ready to go forward against, I think it was one defender. You've got to do better than that. Have to. Um, they're just showing the second. I mean, again, look at the second option. Armstrong has stung you once. Smallbone puts in a free kick. Who you leaving free? Armstrong. How do you not man mark Adam Armstrong? I don't get it. I don't get it. Someone, you guys will have to help me understand that because I don't understand it. Unbelievable. Mr. Anthrope, Kamara hasn't been any upgrade on Forshaw. I would say in terms of Kamara and Forshaw, the thing that Kamara was excelling, and I know it's a while ago now, but during the middle and during our run, he was pressing high. I mean, really high, and winning the ball back, and we go on the attack, and we scored a few goals off that move. But he has just played deeper and deeper ever since the international break. He's been hard pressed. He gets a nosebleed if he gets in the penalty box. But I think he's a much better player than Forshaw. But it's not exactly a contest that I would have an argument about, if you know what I mean. I'm saying Forshaw for me is as basic as it gets. And by the way, Forshaw, who went to Norwich, who's now at Plymouth. So that tells you everything, especially for the people that thought Forshaw could help us to promotion here, which is insane. But Kamara, he's got to do more. He has to do more. If he's not going to shoot, which he doesn't, at least get high on the pitch and help us press from the front instead of allowing Somerville to get double, tripled up, and then there being a big gap in midfield. Um, Yeah, Linda here just saying they've got the measure of Leeds and we're being crowded out in attack at the moment. Yeah, they have. And I've got to speak on the Southampton since the goal. They have set up. It's in their hands, isn't it? They know that we have to come at them. They've just set up with two solid banks and we're having trouble breaking them down, as we have done all season. We know that. Unless Jorginho eventually bulldozes his way through or Somerville jinks it onto his right foot and puts it in the far corner, we have trouble breaking this down. We know that. So yeah, something's going to change second half. But like so many of us know this, what is going to change in the second half? Are we going to see subs? What subs would you do, people in the chat now? What would you do for subs? Carl with the super chat. Thank you, Carl, man. Always supporting the channel. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for that. Farker needs to throw cups of tea at halftime. Players need to wear their heart on their sleeve. Spen saying we need the match winners to take control of the game. Andy saying Dan James on. Matt echoes that with James and Joseph. David saying only another 25 minutes for changes. Yep. Another one, Joseph from Robertson. Okay, yeah. I don't see him hauling off Archie. I know. I mean, he's spoken to him very, obviously publicly twice in this game for bad decisions with the ball. I don't see him take him off at halftime. I don't think he's got it in him. I'll be honest with you. I don't think he's that kind of coach. James and Joseph. So a lot of okay. So it's a mix of Connor Roberts, Mordo, Dan James. So who's coming off for Dan James and people? Sub here saying Roberts at right back, move Gray into the middle and take off Kamara. I'm good with that sub. I think that's good. Yeah, great, great. We need midfield protection. We knew that though. That's why I said I can see he's gone for the same lineup against Norwich, but maybe when we're in possession, Gray moves into the midfield to act as that extra body, and that has just not happened. People, I was so wrong about that. Um, all right, so a lot of you saying Nanto off. Yeah, Athena here saying Joseph for Peru, James for Nanto if he doesn't look impactful by the 70th minute. Yeah, David. I mean, it's so simple, isn't it? Football is a simple game, but it's true. David's right. Leeds must move the ball fast going forward. Yeah, we've gone back to that system again of taking 2, 3 touches before we release the ball, and it's just letting Southampton get back into a solid shape. When you do one touch football, that's why continental coaches, I should say, do one touch football in triangles because it doesn't give the defenders time to think. You get 2, 3 touches of the ball, defense is set. Just so yeah, absolutely move the ball around quicker, please. Um, yeah, so a lot of you just saying Nonto to go off. Yeah, I mean, listen, Nonto, apart from the time when he took on a couple of players and then the shot was weak, yeah, hasn't done too much. And even the combination down the right with Archie hasn't bared much fruit at all. And they're usually good together. When they've played together down the right, they've usually done all right. So yeah, and even Peru towards the end, he was getting involved in the first 15 minutes and he's been a ghost ever since. So, and that's not in him. He's not getting the ball, people. So there's only so much you can do. That's why I'm saying get to the byline, cross the thing in, cross it in instead of passing it back and then we're going through the middle again where it's all crowded out. It doesn't make any sense. Um, okay, Ronnie here saying take Gruev off, not Kamara. Game, yeah, either or. But I do get the point of adding Gray in there to make it a 3. But either or, you get in the. I mean, Gurev is more of a tackler, 100% than Kamara. I understand that, but it's pretty much the same. They're both defensive midfielders in a sense, aren't they? So yeah. Um, oh, okay. This is different there. Simon is saying Nonto and James to be on that pitch. Go for it, Simon. Who's coming off then? Because usually it's one for the other. People have been saying James on and Nonto off. So who's coming off, Simon? Let me know. Yeah, Mr. Amphipre, we can't put the ball in front of a player with a pass. Everyone receives it behind them. It's shocking and it's from nervousness. Well, whether it's from nervousness or not, you got it right there. Every pass is behind. It's all of it. We go forward and then we check back. Everybody's doing it though. Archie Gray wasn't doing it to a certain point in the first half. He was the one that was getting forward the most, in all fairness. But Furpo, if he's not going to be an attacking influence on the team, then he's got no role because he's not defensively good. So he needs to do more attacking as well, and hopefully we see a little bit more. Oh, speaking of the devil, Simon saying Furpo off. Okay, there we go. Martin off, Farker off, and Kitman on. Tremendous. Um, let me see. Is have we? I'm sure we've got a shot on target. I'm pretty sure that Nanto one counts as a shot on target. Yeah, we do. We do have a shot on target. Let me just show you. I mean, they're just numbers. We're watching the game, so we can see what's going on, people. But yeah, these are the numbers so far. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Obviously, Southampton are the away team, so they're on the right hand side. But yeah, total shots. They've had 3 on target to our 1, and that was that Nanto one. And we've had 1 off target. Have to do more. This is a final, people. A final. God. Ah. Are we almost at the second half? Are they coming back out already, people? Oh my lord. Why? I need more half time. I don't know about you. I need more half time. Please. Don't think there's been any changes looking at the team. I think it's the same team that was out before. So, yeah. They're still in the tunnel anyway, people, but yeah. Got to get settled in for a second half here, people. And you know what? I know for all the people, and I'm included in this, that said no penalties. If we get a 1-1 in the 94th minute, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. I'll take penalties at this point. But yeah, no changes. Let me get the thing back up. Oh, God, this team, this club. It's not even this team, is it? It's years of this. This football team, man. I was hoping we might see this, today, people. This trophy. Let's see anyway. Second half is about to kick off for me here. That's what I'm saying. And just the commentator, I've just heard him say with Southampton, this is why I say I didn't understand why people just laud Southampton this great juggernaut, but they lost Lavia, they lost Ward-Prowse, Teller, and we kept our players of that ilk here. And it's just not translating out on the pitch. Dom here saying, I'm going to just read the chat a little bit before I get into the game. Farr can never make change to the 79th minute. Yeah. Yeah, Mike, this is where men become legend. Have it. Let's have it. Yeah. Yeah, I would take overtime to Athena 100%. Yeah, Chris saying Farke hasn't changed out, as he says. Yeah, I know. I live in Yorkshire. I get it. At halftime, I give up. Let's see, Chris. Let's see, and let's see what happens, man. That's all we can do in it. This is what I'm saying, though, man. I don't. No one ever claims that they know everything, but you can only give suggestions. But at the end of the day, it is up to Farke of what he does. That's the way it is. That's what these football managers are. We just fans with opinions, people. That's all it is. LUFC Midland saying, I think this is just in response to people saying Nonto should come off. He's the only one that is going to shoot. Yeah, it's true. But we need more. Walker Peters striving through, and it's a free kick to Leeds. Yeah, I'm on 47. Sorry, no, 46 minutes and 40 seconds here. Look at it. And it's again Gruev back to Rodon, back to Melier. Yeah. Linda. If only we had Tyler Roberts to bring on. Does anyone actually know what Tyler Roberts is still, or is that still a mystery? Is he a midfielder, right midfielder, left midfielder, central mid, attacking mid, striker? No one knows, eh? Oh no, Adozi. Oh, Stevens blocked. I don't know who just blocked that there. Oh my days. Somerville just loses it out there. Back to Southampton, who won the. No free kick. No free kick. Smallbone now. Now we've doubled up on Smallbone. Nice. Okay. Nonto now. Okay, we're trying to get on the counter here, people. Nonto going through. It's gone out to the right. Archie Gray. Nonto. Oh, it's gone back. It just allows Southampton to get back in shape. But Gruev now going forward, looked like he was shaping to shoot. Pass it back to Kamara, who then passes it sideways to Archie Gray. Come on, guys. Archie Gray back on the right. Now we're just passing it around like we're 1-0 up. Fuck me. Oi. Oh, we're through. Nonto. Roden. No, what was that? It's still up. Somerville. It's gone wide. What we doing? I'm just watching the replay now. Nonto. Yeah, Roden couldn't get the shot off. And then Somerville puts it over. Oh my lord. We need more of that from Somerville, though. Need more of those, but a little bit better. But it just shows you, doesn't it? Southampton got that opportunity and just tucked it, and we just look like we make a big old mess of it, like scrambled eggs. You know what I mean? Just messy. And Gurev, I mean, he was shaping to shoot, and then just said, "Nah, nah, I can't do it." Lord, right? We still got the ball, though, people. This is better. You know, we're starting. We've started better. You know, give them credit. We've come out with a bit of a purpose here. We've got the ball now, around the midfield area. It's gone out to the left now. Somerville to Firpo on the edge of the box here. He's put one across the box. That's better. But Southampton clear it away. Oh, Somerville with a volley at the edge of the box, blocked by Southampton. That's it, man. Keep the pressure on. Keep the pressure on now, people. Let's go. We Somebody said it in the chat, but we really do have a lot of safe footballers. Yeah, that personnel, that profile may have to change in the summer. I mean, it will have to change regardless, but yeah, we need to get more risk takers in the midfield, I think. People that make forward runs with purpose and don't just run forward then pass it back. That's got to change. And I think even Farker will have seen that. So I said Jordan James from Birmingham. Just picture him like running forward. He'd do the small bone kind of thing. Just run at the edge of the box and tuck it. That's what he does. Shoots first time. We don't have that at the moment. Yeah, just in the chat here now. Jive, are they all scared to shoot? Yeah. It's they want the perfect opportunity, Jive. Oh, is that a free kick on the edge of the box? Bellwood. Let me just see. Hold on a minute. Yeah, it's outside the box. It is a foul, yellow card, and we have a free kick on the edge of Southampton's box. Harwood Bellis in the book. James is saying Kamara and Gurev don't play well together. The thing is, James, they were actually key in that run where we went unbeaten. They were absolutely brilliant. But the thing is, the front line were purring. You know what I mean? The front line were all getting involved, whether it was Dan James, then Nonto that came in for him, Somerville, Jorginho, even Bamford for a short spell, and then Joel Peru, Mateo Joseph in spurts. But they were good. They were good together, but they're just defensive. That's all they are. They don't have any creative bones in their body. Right, Somerville with the free kick, low in, and it's gone for a corner. Oh, people. Why? Why? Mom, why did you have to support Leeds? Why did I follow your lead? Why, Mom? Right, short corner. Nanto out to Gurev, who chips it in the box. Aribo heads it away. It's a throw in for Leeds. Archie now. Oh, no, Archie, no. Oh, it's a foul throw. Archie, man. Ah, bro. I didn't even hear the ref's whistle. I saw the way he threw. I was like, what's he done? That's a foul throw. God. Oh, Lord. Jack Stevens being warned by the ref about time wasting. We're, oh, Somerville just tried to flick one through to Peru, blocked by the Southampton defense. Okay, we're pressing them high at the minute. I give them that. We're doing much better pressing in this half than we did towards the end of the first half. Smallbone misses the ball. Somerville Come on, forward, people. Forward. No, man, I swear to God, we might as well change our name to Crabs FC. Move breaks down, people. We're trying again, though. Look at that. Strong run in there. Good. Ampadu there going forward in his midfield position as he should be. Just a time update on where I'm watching, people. 54 minutes and 20 seconds, people. Surely we're not going to go this playoff final and not score, right? Surely not, people. No, no, no. We're not going to lose this nil, are we? Right, Firpo now going down the left. Well, inside left, out to Somerville. Just pass back across the thing in. Kamara shoot. Are you crazy? Kamara passes it through, but it's congested in the Southampton box. There's like 7 bodies back. Kamara now trying to get forward. Now Kamara goal. That would be something. Come on. Nanto now out to Gray. It's all little tick-a-tack passes, man. We are not Pep's Man City. Come on. Roden now out on the right-hand side. Archie Gray inside. It's just a block of Southampton bodies, but we're not. Do something. Rutter now out on the right-hand side. Oh, it's gone back to Rodon. Now we're trying to go through now on the left-hand side. Ball's been moved over. Is that a free kick? It is a free kick. Nanto wins a free kick, courtesy of your Downs foul. Guys, yeah, let me just get into the chat here. Full stop here. Passes is so predictable. Leeds need to make some risky penetrating passes. It's so predictable, man. It's always to the side. Why are we not like whipping around the 6-yard box or just floating one in? We're not doing any of that. It's all safe. It's all safe, man. Sean saying we have zero width with all the attacking players now playing as attacking midfield wingers. Firpo is getting forward now. That at least he's doing that. Yeah, side to side FC, man. Crab FC, Ian. It's annoying. And Jack, yeah, there's no one in the box. No one's making any runs. With all due respect, I've said about Alex McCarthy. Why have we not tested this guy even more? But anyway, we're taking the free kick. It's going to be Grove or Somerville. Let's have a look. Right, Somerville puts it high, wide, and not very handsome, people. 57 minutes and 20 seconds just for an update. Right, Roden again is playing like a midfielder winger at the minute. Got to be careful though, because we're only 1 goal down. It feels like we're a mountain away at the way that we're playing, but we are only 1 goal down, so we don't need Roden taking extreme risks because 2-0, I think it's game over. Chris, this is pretty funny. I'll give you that. We are trying to bore them to death. And Tasha echoes, we are dreadful. Yeah. This guy, Ed. Get out of here, Ed. Oh, Lord. I just can't believe the lack of attacking potency we've shown in almost 60 minutes of a playoff final. It's poor, people. Right, Jorginho down, trying to bulldoze his way on the left. It's a free kick. Oh, okay. Jorginho, the referee bought that one. Got to say, have to be honest, that was not a free kick, but we'll take it. But hey, listen, it swings and roundabouts, and Somerville got a yellow card for his non-foul. We've got one here for a non-foul too. So is what it is, isn't it? Right, Somerville standing over it again, people. This is wide left, so he's not going to shoot, and he's floated it, and it's caught by McCarthy. Yeah, there you go. That's what a commanding goalkeeper does when it's in the air. Just catch it, alleviates the defender's fears, and now Southampton have got the ball again. Simple stuff. Offs- Offside. Oh, sorry. Armstrong was caught offside there, so a free kick to Leeds. I have just passed the 60-minute mark on my feed. An hour gone. Hour gone, and we've put in this so far. It's like we did all our best stuff in the first 10 minutes, and then we've played this like a league game versus Plymouth or Rotherham, just unable to break down a deep block. All right, Adozi's played it to Smallbone, who's up against Firpo right now. Adozi's got the ball back, and he's overhit it. It's a goal kick to Leeds. Yep. So, Ed, I actually agree, man. Ooh, here saying this does not feel like a huge game anymore. Hard to believe this is a final. Yeah. Southampton win a free kick now. Mm. Jive here saying Farker football is awful. How many times does it go back to Melier? Slow, slow, slow. Yeah, I agree. But and Jive, you've been here, man. Look, Daniel Farker's we've sat through games even during our winning streak and said the game wasn't exactly the greatest, but we've got the win. And as I say with you, winning solves everything. But you see, when you're not winning, the football it's not great. It isn't great under Daniel Farker. You just hope that it would be effective enough to get the job done. That's all it is until you can buy better players in the Premier League. But it's look at the thing is we're only one goal down, but it doesn't it feel like we're about 3 goals down at the minute, people, by the way we're playing. I don't know how anyone else feels, but it doesn't feel like we're only an equaliser away from getting back in this game. Southampton now going forward on the right, Smallbone trying to buy a decision there, and the linesman buys it, and Ampadu is in his face a little. And it's a free kick to Southampton on the right hand side in an attacking area. Yeah, I'm not sure why Ampadu's saying I didn't touch him when he had his arms around him. Yeah. Our fans are trying to get the rally the troops with the whole scarf waving. The fans are always doing their bit though. Always. No problem on the fans end in terms of commitment, but that's football, isn't it? Right. So Southampton out on the left, back in central midfield, Downs on the ball. Gurev actually followed him for a bit there, and Walker Peters has played it back to McCarthy. Oh, this is bad, man. I feel I'm feel, but not in the good way right now. Okay, Southampton. It's a corner to Southampton. I don't know why. Who was that was just free again? Adam Armstrong. You know what? Forget it. Just don't bother marking him no more. Oh, you're not doing it anyway. So just let Adam Armstrong have the freedom of Wembley. I don't know what is going on. Right. Southampton to take the corner. Small bone. Melier caught the ball. Well done. And we're looking to counter quickly. Jorginho now. And okay, Jorginho tried a forward ball, but it didn't get through. But at least he tried something. At least he tried something forward. I mean, there you go. We're talking bare minimum here, people. This is what happens when you don't get what you're supposed to get. You ask for scraps. You know what I mean? And the fact that Jorginho played a forward through ball and it was blocked is an improvement. We're getting a substitution, people. Nonto is coming off and Dan James is coming on. So Dan James is on, people. And I'm on 65 minutes and 25 seconds just for clarity. Come on, James. Please give us a certain man. Give us that raw pace. Make Southampton think. Do something, please. Begging you. Pardon me. Fraser now taking on Gray, and Melier makes the catch again. Nice. See that bare minimum. Our goalkeeper's caught the ball twice. It's like, oh, that's nice. That tells you a story, though, people. But that's for another day. Right. So Jack Stevens now puts the ball out for a throw to Leeds. We are incrementally getting further up the pitch. See, please, dude, like we're stinking this out at the minute. I don't know how any of you guys feel, but we are stinking this out for me. Gray now trying to get forward out to Dan James, who perseveres and still keeps the ball. He's put one across, but there's two bodies in the box. It's cleared away by Southampton. But that's what I mean. Dan James has just put a really good cross in, as he's done multiple times, and that's where that cross that you just saw there, people, is what I was talking about for a key for more to be on the end of. You know, and you laughed at me, yeah. But that's what I'm talking about. There's two people in the box. What's he going to do? Yeah, yeah. Ed's first cross I've seen. Oh no, Southampton on the Adozi, and he's put it wide. Wow, we've got away with one, people. That would have been. I mean, it feels like game over at the minute at 1-0, 2-0. It's done. It absolutely done. But Adozi has got the space. One against Rodon at the back, and he bends it past the far corner. My lord. Oh God, damn it, man. Yeah, I mean they've just said it on commentary. Joel Peru hasn't had a touch in Southampton's box. He's not getting the ball, granted, but what are you supposed to do with that? Dan James now trying to make a difference down the right. He's going to probably play it to Archie. There it is. Archie now getting in the middle, trying to get one forward, and Peru there dispossessed on the edge of the box. Armstrong now trying to play it into space to Adozi, but Ampadu is back there. We are at the moment, people. I think it's too early to do this, but we're kind of playing with one centre back. I don't mean like they've just broken up and just leaving one back, but we seem to be on the front foot and leaving one at the back, and I think it's too early for that at 70 minutes. This is oh my what was that? Oh, I we've just given away possession very cheaply, and it's a Southampton throw, and they're about to make a change. Che Adams is coming on for Ryan Fraser. So there you go. And all the credit I've spoken about Che Adams in the past, he might net one today. You know how it goes, people. Uh, and the thing is, that change, you know what Russell Martin's doing there. He can see that the spaces have opened up at the back, and he knows now with a more direct, along with Adam Armstrong, Che Adams to run in, he's got more of a chance of finishing this game off at 2-0, and that's it. They're done. They know it. That's exactly what he's done. It doesn't take a genius to work it out. He's absolutely done that. We're on seven. Oh, by the way, we're past the 70-minute mark as well, people. I cannot believe we've been served this for 70 minutes altogether. This is a playoff final. These guys have got the chance to go to the Premier League together. You'd never believe it in this game. See now, I tell you all, and I'll go on about it in my match reaction if this carries on. All the nerves and trepidation and excitement I had, it's being drained out of me right now. If the Norwich Leeds game didn't feel like a playoff semi-final second leg, we're not playing like this as a playoff final. Yeah, no disrespect to McCarthy, but he's hardly amazing. To not even test him is unacceptable. Exactly. He's not the he used to be a really good goalkeeper, but he's not that anymore. He's not that same goalkeeper. And we're not doing anything to test him out here. Where is the shots? Oh, I'm still with you. If we win this, I don't care how he played. I'm with you 100%. But a 1-0 lead that they've got right now feels like it's about 3-0 to me. We don't look close to scoring right now. Oh, they've put one over the top. And Aribo as he tried to chip one, but Melié's caught it. It's too easy. Oh, I'm so disappointed with this one. Me. We look out of ideas. We centre back's got it now. I think it's Ampadu, yeah. And they're just looking around. They're like, what are we gonna do? What can we do? Melié now's got Melié's getting all the passes at the minute. It's tough, man. It's a tough watch. Can't lie. It's funny, isn't it? Now the build up to this game felt like it was taking forever, but now we're almost at well, for me, we're on 73 minutes. You know what I mean? It's going quick because we're losing. I'm sure if we were winning, it'd probably be on 30 minutes. You know how that psyche goes, but this game's just ticking away. It's passing us by. It's passing us by. Yeah, it's like watching paint. All right, so we got another double sub coming. Jaden Anthony and Connor Roberts is coming on for Kamara. And Somerville. Whoa. So now both I mean the fans in the crowd can't believe it. I should be talking. I'm on the stream here. I don't know what to say, people. Right. Let's see if the by the way, the two unknown players that have no bearing of if we go up or not, they don't, I mean, what I'm trying to say. They're on loan, so there's no skin in the game for them if we go up or not. But now both Nanto and Somerville, who are two of our X factors, are off the pitch. feel like I spoke too soon yesterday when someone asked me if I wanted. No, I'm not going to go into that now. No, no, no. Farker's lost the plot, and more to this, and even Ed, as a Man United fan, can see it. Keeping Peru on. This is, and the preview. I said it. I said Peru. I'm not a hater of Peru, but I remember a game where he stunk up the joint all the time he was on. It was the game where Nanto and Somerville were barking at him for not moving or being in his way or something, and he stayed on the pitch for the whole 94 minutes. And I just feel like there's more players ahead of Somerville you could have taken off. I don't get it. Let's take some. Hold on. William saying, let's take Somerville off and leave Peru on, said no one ever. And David saying here, Somerville last received him in the lead shirt. David, it's funny you say that because when I saw him go off the pitch, I felt that. I 100% felt that. Especially, we lose this game. He's gone, man. He's not staying here. But I felt that as soon as I saw him walk off and tap Farker, I went, this is the last time we're going to see Somerville, isn't it? Unless we get back in this game. But guys, I'm just saying here, we're on 75 minutes and 30 seconds. And there's just still no sign of a goal, like zero sign of it in this game for us. I mean, it looks like whenever they go forward, they might just kill this game off at 2-0. I'm not seeing any signs. We're not pressuring them. We're not getting corner after corner, block shots. It's all safe football. And then we get to a certain point in the final third and lose the ball, or it goes to the side, or we get a throw or something like that. It's just not happening, man. Rich saying, KG, you need to start the movement. We need managers stream after this. This is worse than Moyes ball. Hey, listen, you know what? The thing is with Moyes, as much as West Ham fans moan, he got him a European trophy. You know what I mean? So I would take that. Yeah, we'll see how they get on with Lopetegui now, but Moyes gave him something. Yeah, the football wasn't great, but it was an ends to a means, and the means was a trophy. So, and I'm sure they won't forget that. But I hear you. The football is turgid. And that's the thing. I've said in the preview about Farker. Someone asked, "Would you have him even if we lose?" And I made my points, and I'm sure we'll make them again when I speak to Connor as well on the stream. But if he can't do it with this set of players, and we're going to get less players, less quality player when we stay in this division, if we stay in this division, how is he going to do it then? That's the question I've got to ask, because we know his game plans. It's been Somerville, Jorginho, and bust, or the kitchen sink at 86 minutes when we're losing. That has literally been his two game plans this season. And because of the quality of this league, you can get away with it when you've had the players that we've had in this team, 100%. But as we stay in the league another year, and the Somerville goes, the Lonto goes, who's replacing those two? And Chris, yeah, I mean, Chris, you've been an advocate of this all season. Watching with a Forest fan, his response needs T. Cooper, and that's what I said. I said, if you're going to sack Daniel Farker and just put anybody in, then absolutely not, because he could get it right the second year. I know it seems like a long shot at this point, and trust me, I'm not deluded. I'm very far from it. But he could learn from his mistakes and come back next year, get it right the second time. But if you're telling me that you've replaced him with a Steve Cooper, who, by the way, took Nottingham Forest up, who many managers tried before him, and he did it, then I would have no problem with that. It's when you sack Daniel Farker and then all of a sudden you go through that roundabout of championshipy managers and you're like, oh, you can actually burn yourself even worse. There we have Angus and Parag on the screen there. Let me tell you, you know what? A few of you kept saying about 49ers wanting not mine in the second year. I am telling you for a fact they do not want to be here in the championship next season. Telling you that for a fact. You can't, it's not debatable, people. There's no opinion about that. It's a fact. They don't want to be in this division. They want to get back to the Premier League. That's why they invested heavily in the summer. But they're gonna have to hold that. And again, that's where you think if we don't go up, and you've got to look at the way that we've not gone up. If this continues, we will have faded away in the league. Putting this performance in the playoff final, maybe they'll look at Daniel Farker. JTEX, this is funny, JTEX. Where is the Oliver Glasner clone? It's funny, isn't it? He is also part of that Red Bull system, and just us to get the Jesse Marsh and Palace get that Oliver Glasner. That's the way it went, though, isn't it? That's the way we did things. By the way, I'm rambling here. I'll do that in the post match. I'm on 79 minutes and 80 seconds. Anthony has just put a free kick in, and is it a corner? It's a corner. It's a corner to us. And in all fairness, I mean, in Somerville, he wasn't really giving us deliveries like that with his free kicks. But the thing is with Somerville, he's got the aura on him, isn't he? If he gets past the play rule two, you think that he might just whip it in the far corner. But hey, we've gone different direction now. Gruev now with the corner, and the defense clear it out. We are just not a threat at corners. Might as well just forget it. Just say take a goal kick instead. Dan James now trying to link up on the right with Gruev and Roberts. And Southampton get it away, and they're probably going to win a cheap free kick here. Whoa. Oh, it's getting spicy there. Jorginho and Carl Walker-Peters, and Southampton win the free kick. That was obvious. That was obvious anyway. And the Jorginho, they just look like they're out of ideas, or they look defeated. Yeah, true. Yeah, William. Yeah, the lone players are fighting him. Yeah. Which one are you talking about? Connor Roberts. I mean, he was just in there scrapping. I'm looking at McCarthy now. I cannot believe we haven't peppered him with shots, people, in this game. I cannot believe it. Actually, I can believe it, but I can't believe it. You know, one of those. Alex McCarthy, and we haven't peppered him with shots. And I'm much. Oh, one of our players is down, but and I liken it to Norwich not getting to test Meslier out in the first leg where he was looking nervous as hell. Why they must be gutted they didn't test Meslier out, because they would have scored easy as well. Joseph now, there we are, people. Joseph is coming on. It's 80. It will be 80 something minutes. We know the drill, people. I'm going back into the chat here. Joseph finally on edit here. Joseph coming on. Woki-san, God, I hate football sometimes. Yeah. Joseph, with 10 minutes left, like clockwork. That's what I mean. And that's why, and this is when people start to rewrite history. And even if we do win this, I hope people don't do it. But it's been the pattern all season long. You know when he's coming, you know when Joseph is going to make his appearance. It's never going to be, he's done it one time where he's put him on at like 60-ish minutes. It's always the last 10 minutes. And I'm being generous with 10 because that's usually with added time, because usually he comes on like 86 minutes, and he does it with all the players. He's bad at substitutions. You know it. You know the drill, people. You know it is charity minutes. Yeah, man. Competition winner minutes. That's what he gets. And he's literally, when you put him up against Bamford and Peru, the most dangerous striker that we've got out there. He's more mobile. He's quicker. Maybe Peru's got better finishing at this stage of his career, but Joseph is good at finishing. He'll get himself about. But I'm sick of banging that drum. I'm going to have to talk about it again at the end of the season with Connor. But I'm tired of talking about the same thing. It just feels like there's no point. Sean saying it's Marsh ball, KJ. I've said it before. I've said this, Sean. I said it. I can't remember the game now, so you have to forgive me. It could have been Southampton, which is the one where we conceded the goal where it was the back post and there was nobody there, whatever it was. But there are goals and the way that we play that is so similar to Jesse Marsh, but it doesn't get called out. But I've called it out. I've said it. You know, I'm just a little voice on here, man. I'm just a little man here. I'm a big man in real life, but I'm a little voice on here. But it's very likened to Marsh, but the comparison's never made, I don't think. Oh, we're going forward now. Jack Stevens away. Sorry, people. I'm on 83 minutes and 28 seconds. Okay, we're going. Oh, is that Dan James? Yeah, Dan James on the ball on the edge of the box. James! Oh! Off the underside of the bar and out. Oh. Oh, so close. DJ, that's how close we are to getting back in the game. More of that. See that? McCarthy beaten all ends up, and it just hits the bar and goes out again. Oh man, got to build on it. Got to build on it. Go, keep going again. Oh man, I'm gutted. Oh man, just seeing the replay again. Crossbar. Oh, Southampton on the attack here, people. Small bone, and it's cleared by Ampadu. Please, man. Please, please, please. James fouled. Downs is finally in the book. That's what I mean as well. I mean, Somerville got booked for that non-tackle. Flynn Downs is, I think he's committed about 5, 6 fouls. Those are minor things though. I'm not talking about our team's performance, but yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Yeah, I mean, look, there's a lot of Farker chat. I mean, we can speak about it in the post-match review and Chris and everyone else, but it will probably come at the end of the season as well, and probably more streams when it comes to Farker. But I'd, I'd be I'd be surprised if 49ers aren't at least looking at it, but they might think that he'll go again next season and win it if we don't go up. They might have that mindset. Ruter has fired it over. We're not relying on Jorginho for a goal. Surely not. Let me get into the chat. Exact, Jack. You know it. Rutter absolutely awful at shooting. And again, we speak about Farker. That was one of his main things before we went on that winning run. He insisted that Jorginho was a striker. He insisted. Mistake. He's never a striker. Jorginho is a fine playmaker, and I'll take that. As a forward striker, though, absolutely not. You get all those finishes, what you just see there. That's what Jorginho does. We'd be rich, Chris. We'd be rolling in it. We are coming to the end of this game, people. I honestly can't believe what I'm watching here. Dan James and Jorginho now who decided to wake up. This always happens though in football. Teams can play awful for like 80 odd minutes of the game, lose and are losing, and then they wake up for the last 2 minutes. Like, why couldn't you try this in the 60th minute? Right, we're trying again. Cross one into the box, but their height is superior. They've headed it away. A clash of heads, and two players are down. God, Dan James is down. I can't see who the other Southampton player is. So let me just get into the chat here because James is still down. Jim is saying, for all his flair and trickiness, Georgie isn't a real goal threat. Jim, the thing is, Jim, you're a member. Of course, you've been here. I've said it all season long. I think he'll take players out of the game. He will attract 2, 3 players to him, which will leave space open. But if you're asking Jorginho to shoot, what are you doing? He's never been a prolific striker. Go look at his goal record. Even in leagues that are considered inferior to England's 2 top leagues, he's not a prolific goal scorer, never has been. He plays off the right or attacking mid, but for some reason, because he wanted to make a point after he made that 13-minute speech, he kept Jorginho up front, which was stupid. It was. Um, oh man, well, Rutter, man, you guys are getting on Rutter. Hey, listen, he's not a bad player. He's just not the all rounder. You know what I mean? Yeah, and bad substitution. Yeah, and we'll speak about that. Because I don't watch other Leeds content, as you guys know. So I'll be interested to hear what Connor's thought about Farker over the season. So it'd be interesting, man. I thought I'd do something different this summer. I usually get one of the square ball guys, not Michael, on, but yeah, I want to do something different for the end of year review. I was hoping it would be a joyous occasion, but God, might be a tough listen. But hopefully you'll stick with us, man. Michael, I disagree with this. I definitely disagree with this one because Jorginho does all that harrowing stuff in the midfield. He does all that chasing back. You know, you see him a lot of times. Sometimes he commits silly fouls because he does chasing back. So I do disagree with that. He's not a complete luxury player. And I don't like that term anyway, because that just means you're trying to take creative players out of the game, which has already been done in abundance in 2024. There's hardly any creative sparks anymore or system robots. But yeah, Jorginho does the dirty work. So I disagree with that point. But to say he's a striker, no chance. David saying people having to go at Rutter and Nanto needs to be the ones going. Yeah. Again, no. I mean, listen, they haven't been good in this game overall, but it's copium because they know that the likelihood is they are going. So if you say it, it's like if you know that you're splitting up from your partner and you know it's coming, you're just going to say, you know what, we should just end this because you know it's finished. And it gives you a little bit more, you feel like you're in a bit more control. Because when these guys go and you see some of the replacements that could come in, I hope they're as good or even better. That's the key. But if they're not, you'll see it. You'll see, you go, damn, I miss Somerville. I miss Nanto. Oh, if Georgie was here, he would have created this. It does happen. Comrade KG, the one time I want you to win. Well, yeah. Yeah, looks like we've got to put back the reunion with the Coppish boys out for another year. James here. I thought 49ers would keep around for a second year in the championship, but after this game, I think he gets sacked. This is it, James. It all depended, and that's why I said when people said, regardless of the result, in the semifinals or the playoff final, he'll stay. I had a hard time believing it. I think they'll consider it if there's better options. I think it would be stupid to get rid of him if you're going for just another championship journeyman manager. I think that's a bad idea. But if you can get a Steve Cooper, I mean, Graham Potter's not going to come here. He's rejected bigger clubs or bigger opportunities than Leeds United recently, including Ajax and other things. But if you can get another big name, big, mentality coach, I think you have to do it. I'm not married to Daniel Farker, so I've got no skin in the game. I know there's some fans that think Daniel Farker is the second coming of something. I do want a manager that's here for a long term, but if it's not working or you think you can get a better option, you've got to do it. You have to. Right. So okay, 9 minutes added on. People, all that. Um, and I'm on 92 minutes on the dot. Mm. Joseph got it back, and there's no one running onto it. God, see, oh no! And Connor Roberts put a bad pass. I think, yeah, back to Gray, and Adams has taken a ball. Now Southampton get this thing out of the game. You see that from Joseph there. There should be a midfielder or somebody running in and just hitting that one time. We have not had that all season long. Jack saying seeing Joseph do that has made more angry at Farker for not playing him. Again, that's a big slight on him for me. And I've made no secret of that. I think it's disgraceful that he hasn't had more opportunities. He went on as well. And it's that comment he made as well that bugged me. People want Mateo Joseph, but he's got one goal in 15. Never mind that in the 15 appearances, you usually put him on for 6 minutes in the game. Ridiculous. Bamford's finished with 8 goals this season or 7 in the league. Mateo Joseph plays more games. He gets more than that. Now, it's hard to prove because, you're doing hypotheticals there. I believe Joseph scores more than 8 goals in this division, in this team, if he's given more game time. I do. Agent 006 saying Joseph will probably leave. And if he does leave, no one can be angry at him because he's been misused this season. Big time. And we're having trouble getting through again, people. It's gone back to that we're trying something, but it's not working thing. And the commentators just said it. He just took the words out of my mouth. We're trying to go central. And that's where all Southampton's bodies are. Use the width, get some crosses in, get some bodies in the box and try something. Look, we're down the left now. Jaden Anthony, and he's got in the box. Dan James. Oh, McCarthy gets down, saves it. Joseph now out to Connor Roberts. Don't sideway pass it. Get the ball back in. God. Oh, damn it. Southampton throw. Can't believe this, man. Cannot believe this. Yeah, we'll Aaron saying turn it off and start the post match. We'll go over there in a bit and dissect this absolute disaster class that's been we've witnessed today. All the excitement has just gone out my body. Can't believe it. Ed, and yeah, again, this is something that I was going to point out, but Ed, it's true. If players see how signings have been treated by Fark and he stays, we'll struggle to sign players even more. And there's no argument. You guys, as somebody made a great point when I was talking about getting Kiefer Moore in. They said, and I think they may have been joking, but it was actually a legit point. If he got Kiefer Moore, he probably wouldn't have even played him, which is insane at this level. And McCarthy's going to get that. Is he going to fall to the ground? No, he stayed up. We're out of ideas. We're out of gas. We're out of everything. I don't. You know what? I'm not giving them that. We're not out of gas. There's no fatigue here. They're out of ideas, and we look done. Was it you, David? Okay, fair enough, man. I think you left it in the comments, didn't you? But I thought you were joking, but it's a legit thing. I think you might have been right. Can't believe this. Can't believe this, man. I had the link as well, people. I was going to. I can't do it on the last because people's heads will have gone, and yeah, it's just too risky to do it. Roden gives away a cheap free kick there, and yeah, we're done in it. We're done. We're done. We're done. Ski. Goal kick to Leeds. Oh man, piss off, Peter. Oh man. Sorry, guys. I'm currently out of words, which is not good because I've got a post match coming up, haven't I? So better get into gear. Oh, sorry, people. Yeah, I'm on 98 plus 30 seconds. Yeah, Chris. At least we got 90 points, eh? Yeah, awesome. But the thing is, Chris, that keeps some fans happy. They're happy with the 90 points. What's it meant though? Nothing. The commentator just said 90 points, finished third. It's done, isn't it? It's done. They've won a free kick. It's done. Cannot believe this, man. 1-0 in the playoff final. Oops. Oh, just I'm trying to I'm trying to get some more. See, I've got to get ready for the post match in a second, and it's almost done, isn't it? I'm on 100 minutes and 20 seconds. Danny Farker there with his hand on his mouth. Can't believe this, man. Another year in this division, man. You know what? We'll we'll get things done. We'll get things done and speak about this in the post match, people. I'm just Ampadu there. He's just kicked out. I think he's going to get booked for that. Oh, Aribo got booked. Adam Armstrong took his shirt off. He knows it. He knows it, though, innit? He knows. I can't believe they've served this up in the final. I can't believe it. I've got to get my composure together. I don't want to. I'm not going to rant and rave. It's done. Yeah, done. Done. Yeah. See you in the post match, people.